podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling, 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 hustling.
Hey, Dad.
Every day I'm
This is
hustling.
Dolby.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, your kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Dollar D Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
What up, what up, what up, what up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. I am your host, Nestor Gibbs, joined alongside the praying mantis, Francis, Canada, Toronto. Stand up. Damn.
What up? We in the building, man. What up? Thank you to everybody out there, man. Shout out to my Lord and Savior up above, man. Appreciate another one. What's going on, Ness?
Yo, it was actually a pretty good fucking weekend of boxing, let me tell you, man. JoJo Diaz and Rakhimov ended up being a good scrap. Brian Castellano, man, made me a fan. Big Baby, I was already his fucking bandwagon. Now I'm really part of the bandwagon now. Like, my man did his numbers, the way that he's confident. I don't even want to talk about it too much till it's time to talk about it enough. But yeah, I mean, I was really excited. Really, really decent scraps this weekend. A lot of little in-betweens, too. Like, there was some other stuff, you know, happening in and around these fight cards. Comey, you know, just so much, man. We going to take it from the top, though, before we get into the weekend results, which we will be giving you all this weekend's results. So you could tune in. If you haven't caught any of the fights, we'll tell you where to watch the replays and who won and how. But first, we got to talk about Manny Pacquiao. Now, Brian from Cincinnati gave me this information Saturday after the Loma show, and you know, I couldn't get a link to this Daily Tribune quote, and doesn't look like Boxing Scene cared about finding the link. They just quoted Daily Tribune. They didn't put the link, but we're gonna run with these quotes, man, and these quotes are alleging that Manny Pacquiao himself told the Daily Tribune that he spoke with Bob Arum and he informed Bob Arum that he wanted $40 million to face Crawford and that Crawford should receive $10 million in that fight. Man, believe it, buy it, sell it? What are you thinking here, brother, with this? Because this is crazy.
This is beyond crazy. Like, if you called Bob, like he said, and asked for 40, dang. We already know how, you know what I'm saying, Bob reacted when Keith asked for 10, and Keith and Manny just got in the ring, you know what I mean, pretty easy. So, I mean, I'd love to know what Bob responded with, but that's a high number for Crawford from Top Rank's point of view. So, is he outpricing himself? Is that what you're asking me?
I ain't even asking you is he outpricing himself. I just think that, you know, Pacquiao wants a lot of money, and it can't happen because we're in a pandemic. The only place he can get this type of money is in the Middle East. So it would be up to Bob and whoever is in charge of this one to find a buyer out in the Middle East, someone that does want to see Manny Pacquiao fight. You know, one of these princes to give up a couple milli to have Pacquiao do his thing in their country.
Wow.
Because he ain't getting 40 million in America. Let's be real.
That's what I'm saying.
There's
Like,
no
what?
way. There's no way he gets 40 million to fight Terence Crawford because his last pay-per-view was 600,000, and that's Pacquiao. So it's just hard to sell it. I don't know. What's the math though? Let's do some math here.
Let's do some math.
My Chase Lounge just shipped. Let's go. All right, we're gonna go $80 times 600,000 equals 48 mil, and the providers are taking that. So we got 24 mil. So that covered Pacquiao, but that ain't covering that ain't covering Keith, and that was the first fight.
Yeah.
So now with Terence, they would need to sell. I mean, if 600,000 was only 48, they need at least 1.2 million, right? Or a milli. Let's do a milli first. Easy. No. Well, yeah, right, because that's 80 million. Half of that's 40. Nah, they need that 1.2. They need 80 times 1.2 million. Damn, I fucked up. Shit. 80 times 1, 2, boom, 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 right there equals 96 mil. Now you got the split. But they got to come up with 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. And any promoter's looking at it like, when's the last time Pacquiao got to 1 million pay-per-view buys?
That's a great question.
And not only that, look, that's 96, but then you got to divide it by 2 again.
When you fought Floyd?
So you fall a 48 mil right there. So again, they covered mil. That's enough. If they could do 1.2, they cover Pacquiao, they cover Terence. They're going to need another sponsorship to cover Terence's 10 mil. But I can see it being done with sponsors and endorsements.
Or will there be enough interest, Ness? Will there be enough interest?
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Can they get to 1.2 to cover themselves?
That's hard, man. That'd be a hard number to try to get to 1.2.
Yeah, it's hard. I don't even know anybody that's gotten to 1.2. Canelo's been so off of pay-per-view for so long. I don't know. I mean, him and Triple G maybe did 1.2 the last one out. I don't know who's been doing 1.2. It's difficult and it's tough. I'll tell you that right now. It's going to be difficult.
Pretty much what you're saying is the only way this can happen is if they get a site fee. If the site fee covers everything, then Top Rank don't really have to pony up because
not
the site
everything, not everything, because like they can get some significant money if Las Vegas is back in action, right? They're looking at it like, all right, let's say they, maybe they won't be as optimistic as us and say that they're gonna do 1.2. Maybe they do bad math, right, purposely to fall short, and they're like, all right, these guys will come up to 200,000, right? Because everyone knew Keith was injured, right? Is what they'll tell themselves. Everyone knew Keith was injured. The fear wasn't there. He wasn't a real threat, right? So, now you bring in Terence, and maybe people are thinking that Terence is a real threat, and they get better numbers is what they're thinking, right? Possibly they do a little bit better.
Well, I believe they got him. If they got him pound for pound #1, he would have to be a threat to the legend.
Absolutely. I mean, but it's for the casuals. Are they gonna believe he's a threat? Because that's who they gotta fool into buying it. Us hardcores, we're buying it. We want to see Terence. We want to see Pacquiao. We ain't got no issues with that. We want to see that. But it's just a lot of money. Man. I don't know. When's the last time Pacquiao got 40 million to be asking for 40 million though?
When he fought Floyd.
Nah, he got like 180 for that shit.
But you remember Floyd offered him 40 right now. I'll give you 40 right now, cash. You know what I mean? And I wired to you, and he said, nah, they end up doing the deal. So he definitely got more than. I don't think he got 40 for Keith. Did he get 40 for Keith?
Nah, he got 20 for Keith. Is the quotes, right? Or what's out there? I believe it's 20 million that was he got for Keith.
And he didn't get 40 for AB.
No.
See, so that would be the last time.
But remember, the ESPN deals in upfront money, and Heyman deals in back money. So maybe he's asking for 40 because he did get a bigger lump sum that we don't know about. I don't know. I think it's outrageous. $40 million right now when Bob out here starving poor Teofimo. There's no way. There's no way Bob giving up $40 million. He
Tio's ribs are touching, man. Don't you see Tio's ribs out here touching, man?
But they so disrespectful. Let me tell you, they trying to give Tio 1.2 mil, and that's what they offered him for the Loma fight.
Yep. Nope. He had to bargain for 1.2, didn't he?
No. He had to bargain for the rest. We don't know what else he got.
Okay.
So my thing is now they trying to say that Loma and Cambroso are just a couple $100,000 apart. Wow. Is how they doing it, because they like, yo, we gave you that for Loma. We ain't giving it to you for Cambroso. You could take this 1.25. And I'm going to just go ahead and switch into that topic, and then we'll get into all this weekend's fight. So,
question. Let me ask you a question real quick, though, right on that topic. Do you think when Tio started saying that it's $5 million and up minimum, do you think Top Rank didn't like that too much?
Well, I think that it was probably in his contract. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, if I win this fight, this is what I want, or this is what we'll give you. Because that's why this is the minimum. Remember, this is the minimum. According to Joe Tessitore, 1.25 is the minimum. What's his max? We don't know. But
damn,
listen, he has all the right. Like, he beat the guy. Why were they able to find the money for Loma all the time, but now they can't find it for Tio? It's hilarious.
And hey, that's a slap in the face too. That's a slap in the face to Tio, because Devin Haney was offering Gary Russell 1.5.
Yeah.
Off the cuff.
Coming up.
1.5. We got it. Let's go.
Coming up. He had to move up and wait.
So, that's so would he have made more money fighting Devin?
I mean, I think that's what he's doing, though. This is a standoff. He knows that Eddie wants to bid on it. You think Eddie ain't called him already? Like, yo, we gonna bid. He know Eddie gonna bid on it. And he wants to see what's gonna happen. And at the end of the day, what he told Joe Tessitore is, listen, I'll take my show on the road. I'll go to Miami. And why'd he say Miami? Because Canelo fighting in Miami. What you mean you don't know? Canelo fighting in Miami. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And who got him that arena? Motherfucking Matchroom.
So Miami, that new Texas right now.
Listen, the fact that he is out here threatening them live on air, I mean, it's gonna get ugly in the next few days. You know what I mean? He basically said, look, ain't no rematch because they disrespected me and didn't give me a rematch. And I'm taking my business elsewhere if all they think they're gonna pay me is 1.2. I mean, he said it twice too. He said, I'm going to Miami, and then the second time he said, I'll take my business elsewhere, or some shit like that. So, he seems like he
saying Eddie gonna come with that bag for him.
I mean, Eddie or anybody though, right? Like, eventually they'll have to release him. Like, you don't want to pay me my mandatory maximum. Release me. And they going to release him, and he going to leave with all them belts. He going to be a hot commodity to anybody. He going to be a hot commodity with anybody, man. Any network going to want some of that.
But do you think, real quick though, on a side note, do you think you'd have to sit out on the sidelines for a little bit while the legality happens? Or
I don't think so, because
everybody went through it. Mikey went through it.
I don't think so. I don't think so. Look, someone's already bidding on the fight, right? The rumor is Eddie wants to bid on it. So they not going to sit him out. Bob wants to sit him out by not paying him. So he's like, let someone else bid. But the next thing that'll happen, right? If T.O. is smart, he'll find out who's his next mandatory and let it happen again. You know what I mean? Bid on it again. Oh, Bob don't want to pay? Bid it on it again. He could keep fighting without Bob as long as it goes to purse. But he got so many world titles that he could fight his mandatories and other promoters could bid on those fights. Now, if he was only a contender with no belt, right? Then he wouldn't have, like, he wouldn't see Mikey he didn't have no belt, Mikey. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, at that time?
I don't remember him having no belt at that time. So he sat out, and if he did have a belt, he got stripped of it because he didn't fight.
Mikey always rock with the WBC, so he's always in meritor status of some form at some
Yeah, but
division.
when he sat out, he was at 126. I want to believe the last fight he fought at 26 was probably Salido. Because then when he came back to 35. Remember, he skipped a few divisions by sitting out.
He fought Rocky at 26?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Rocky dropped him that fight.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's crazy for Tio right now to be out here saying all this. Clearly he has options. You know what I mean? He's talking like a fighter that has options and know what the inner workings of boxing is to know what the options are.
I just think he knows he's in position. With all those belts, dog, what network don't want you? What network isn't going to send whoever they're aligned with? And by that, I mean DAZN sends Eddie, you know, and PBC will send a TGB, you know, I don't know, Mayweather himself come get Tio and his father. It ain't like they don't know him and they haven't dealt with him in the past, you know?
Yeah. You know what's so funny about this? That you said it perfect, man. You said it perfect. Which network wouldn't want a clean-cut kid who speaks very well, articulates himself, is very witty, and can fight his ass off with them belts, man? It's a gold mine, man. That's kind of like what Anthony Joshua is for Matchroom, so to speak, in the zone. Like, you know, he's a heavyweight that got the belts. He speaks very well. He's clean cut. Like, it kind of works hand in hand. So Tio might fit that mold. You know what I'm saying, for that camp. Man, this is crazy. Like, next few days, definitely gonna be something to pay attention to, especially with the top rank side. Teofimo, they might have more things to say. There might be interviews. There might be press releases. Oh, it's gonna get fiery, man. Because listen, he took, like everybody said, he took a chance on himself. He beat the man. They didn't want to give him a rematch clause in the fight. Now they're asking for a rematch. He had to negotiate to get more money for the fight because he's betting on himself. You know what I mean? I guess it's time to move on, man. It's time to move on. It's crazy. It's crazy because look at Terence Crawford in this situation that Pacquiao's asking for $40 million, knowing full and well that it's going to be hard for Top Rank and Bob Arum to find the $40 million. So Teofimo is showing that he's about his business, that he got his business on handle right now. You know what I mean? That's not like nobody. What you think?
I mean, Tio definitely got his business on handle, man. I mean, just by pulling a skirt right there live on TV. You know?
Straight. No.
I feel like by telling the world, look, they don't want to pay me. I'm supposed to be the number one fighter in the world. Like, I mean, he's giving them a taste of their own medicine, and I like it, man. I mean, if he got to sit out a little bit because he's playing hardball with these dudes that basically they don't want him, let him go, man. If you don't want to pay that man, release him. I'm telling you, there's other people out there to make sure he get what he need. It's that simple, man. I mean, Bob is getting very hard to deal with, it looks like, man. I mean, look what he told Crawford, that he's losing money on Crawford. So that must have been true. So he's making sure not to lose money on any other fighter, and he's handing out everybody's mandatory minimum.
Flat fee. Here the flat fee go. You want it or you don't want it. It's up to you, man. We know who you think you are, but this is at the end of the day when we do the number check and we pay everybody, get everybody taken care of, we don't got enough. But it's kind of crazy to say that you're unified champ. You're unified champ at 22 or 23 years old. That you can't market him to make money, to pay him for these fights is
Latino, bilingual.
Like, it's ridiculous.
He tripping, man. He tripping. I'm telling you, he just don't want Tio. He's really sour that Vasil didn't win. But I see somebody mad that we ain't talk about Pacquiao Bud longer. I mean, I don't really know what to talk about with a $40 million
tag.
A $40 million request. And we talking about Bob right now, not even want to give Tio, who got like 8 belts, $1.5 million. I don't know how much more time we need to spend on Crawford and Pacquiao. We could definitely talk about Crawford's interview with Fight Hype where he said he'll never, you, Francis, will never see me, him, Terence asking for that fight ever again. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, I don't care. End quote. Yeah, and you know what? Good for him, man. Good for him, man. You know, don't be out here, you know. They know you want the fight. You know you want the fight, man. If they can't make it happen, they playing games.
Yo, real quick, man, I'm going to keep it real simple. Hitcherson said it best. You know what I'm saying? Go check out the weigh-in. I had an interview with him. He said it best. He said Terence Crawford is not going to give up any type of mental warfare, paraphrasing, to Errol Spence. So you'll never see that fight. That fight will never happen. It blew me away to hear somebody say that. Like, it'll never, just based on the type of person that they both are, they are not giving up a ground. He is not giving up no 60-40. No, it's 50-50 or nothing. We're out of here. The fight's over. So to hear him echo that sentiment, Terence Crawford, is mind-blowing to me. Whoa. And you see, how do you say it? It's like you saying the same thing, right? When you think about it in your head. If you're saying, yeah, you didn't have the title, like Keith Thurman, in terms of Keith Thurman, Earl Spence, when you had the title, you didn't want to give me a shot. Now, why wouldn't you fight the same person? It's the same thing. I'm giving you an opportunity to fight me, to become undisputed, to fight for the belts. Why wouldn't you add something? What's going on? We got to guess.
What up? Morehouse, what's going on, champ?
What's happening, brother?
What's up? So, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, man. Moore's House, 85. Simple kid from up north. You know, I love boxing. I've been tuning into you guys for a long time. And, yeah, man, I'm here. I love it.
So what do you think about the topics? I know you've been listening in the chat. Talk to us.
Yeah. What's going on?
First
here?
one is the 40 million. The 40 million that Pacquiao's asking for.
Yep.
Yeah, the 40 million. I mean, he's got to. The only way you can do that is if you hit the numbers, like you said. I mean, you can't just make up money out of thin air.
Yeah, man.
It's got to hit the numbers.
I wonder what's up with that Qatar thing, Francis. You think that's still an option? Did it die down with COVID? With COVID, you know, continuing, is that still a possibility?
That's what it's funny to say. After Terence Crawford beat Kell Brook, they mentioned that immediately. So to hear an interview with him saying 40 million, that's where the offshore site fee comes in. Like, can they actually pull off that Qatar deal, or that somewhere in the Middle East, maybe Saudi Arabia or something like that, to get the money? It's very possible. It's very possible that.
Hey, Morehouse, you gotta watch your breathing into the mic. Enrique Church, what it do? Cash Weezy, legendary baby, what up?
Yo, what up, man? I'm gonna be real ignorant. I think Manny Pacquiao should get 40 mil. You know what I'm saying?
But where? But from where though? From where? Where they gonna get it from?
Where? That ain't none of his business. He's Manny Pacquiao, whoever the promoter.
But has
Crawford.
he ever gotten 40 mil to be asking for 40 mil?
I mean, what did he get for Floyd?
All right, you talking about Floyd. You see
Yeah,
that?
but we talking about Manny, right? So it's Biggie, Jay-Z, and Nas. It's Floyd, Manny, and Canelo.
But listen,
you know, Canelo.
You can't compare Manny's paycheck versus Floyd versus anyone else, because those was like, you know, water and fire coming together. That's the wrong ones, right? Two beautiful things coming together to be dynamic, and we don't necessarily have that. Like, Crawford could be that, and it shows up that night, and he becomes this overnight success. But right now, the casual world don't think he's Floyd and Pacquiao still Pacquiao.
Yeah, but the casual world shows up to see Pacquiao. The Philippines.
So why they ain't show up when
why
they ain't show up when he fought Thurman then?
You might be right with that one.
And why he ain't get 40 million when he fought Thurman?
I don't know. What did he get? Because now we in the right path. What did he get?
10 or 20? 10 or 20?
Off the bat, I said I'm going to be ignorant, right? And that means I don't know what I'm talking about, but I feel that he deserves 40 mil without knowing where numbers come from. and then you ask the right question. From
Nah,
where?
I think he got
So,
10 or 20. I mean, it probably was 10 up front and another 10 on the back.
all right, so he reaching, so he should say, I want 20. 20's fair, nah?
Or maybe he's
Yo,
saying
does that
40. Maybe he's saying 40 to make sure they land somewhere around 25.
Yeah, around 2025. You right. Nah, but I thought off the bat that he's a $40 million fighter, you know what I'm saying? Being that he's Manny Pacquiao. You know,
man.
Canelo,
According
Canelo
to-
gets about what?
According to CBS, Pac earned a guaranteed $10 million. And Thurman, and Thurman got allegedly 2.5. Now they both got back end though, you know.
Right.
So
Where the
Yeah,
back
but what
end
did
come
they
from?
do? What did they do for numbers? Anybody know?
600,000.
Where do back end come from?
Well, it depends on the contract. See, we ain't got that, right? So like the network is gonna take half regardless, and then the promoter and them, you know, might work it out where it's like, all right, you get $3 off the back end pay-per-view. I mean, you get $3 for every pay-per-view sold, and you get $1 after every 300,000 that got sold. You know what I mean? Because I remember Crawford had already a similar contract to this particular contract where he was gonna gain upside after the pay-per-view sold more than 300,000.
I got you. I think there's a place that we don't know, that fighters know and promoters know where money comes from. And I think that Manny Pacquiao came up with that number 40 from that place that we don't see and hear of. So that's why immediately I'm like, yeah, that's Manny Pacquiao. That's Will Smith of boxing. You know what I mean?
I mean that he's 41 years old right now with no world title, just got stripped, hasn't fought in 2 years. It's hard to ask for double your, like, think about what he's saying. He decreased his value by keeping himself out of the ring 2 years and being stripped of the WBA. And now, after decreasing his value and getting older, he's like, fuck it, I'm charging you double.
Okay, so but this is a professional fight. This ain't considered amateur. This is like on the records, Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao. Yet Mike Tyson hasn't fought for many, many years and was offered $23 million.
Again, Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones. Names matter, man. When you say Manny and Floyd, they gonna get that money. But Crawford,
get that 40 for sure.
Listen,
I'm
Crawford is
learning
not.
right now with a bunch of people listening that's probably scratching their head. I'm trying to figure it out too. But I'm just saying, I know he didn't make that number up. Like, I'm gonna ask him for 40. I'm saying, I know he's like, yo, whatever network they dealing with, Showtime or whoever it is, I'm sure he's like, yo, they gonna get 100 million off the bat. This person's gonna get 250. That other person gonna get 900,000. And then it's going to be.
I mean, if they get sponsors, but again, there has to be interest for sponsors to jump in there and want to give you money to attach.
Pacquiao, well, maybe not Manny Pacquiao anymore because
exactly, Enrique. We got to think about realistically, right? He did 400,000 with Broner, 600,000 with Thurman. Before that, what was he doing? Pay-per-views in Malaysia that no one bought. Like, so Pacquiao ain't Pacquiao no more. He's still fighting like him and beating young guys, but
wonder what the site fee was for Malaysia, man. I wonder if he got a good bag for the site fee for Malaysia.
I'm sure. He ain't go over there for no reason, man. Remember that. He did that shit without Bob. Remember Bob was out in the media talking about, oh, they ain't gonna pay. We still haven't received. I ain't got nothing to do with it. And then boom, Pacquiao got that shit off.
And popping.
So you think he's more like a 10 mil fighter?
I know he got 10 mil and 20 mil in the past.
So he's trying to quadruple
more consistently than getting 40 coming off a 2-year layoff and no belt. I mean,
how much did he get in this Keith Thurman fight, man? Now I'm curious, man.
I googled it. He got 10 million guaranteed, so you know he got pay per view.
I'm talking on the back,
Yeah, but I mean, he sold 600,000, man. You give him $3, What was Crawford's? Remember we did a show on Crawford's contract that was leaked with Pacquiao and the negotiations for Qatar, and it was telling us how much Crawford was going to get on the back end in terms of dollars for pay per view after 300,000. It also had Manny's information there too. And you could just go off that. But, bruh, it's Manny Pacquiao, man. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound crazy. Go ahead.
Yo, Ness, Bud Crawford and Tyson Fury are the only big stars ESPN have that can sell worldwide pay-per-views. So I think with the promotion that ESPN would throw into this fight would easily reach 1 million. I don't see it going much more than that.
The thing
but
is,
$1 million,
can
and
they?
40 million is too high for Pacquiao. Way too high.
The thing is, will they put the money into promotion? Like, the only fight we seen them really promote was Wilder Fury. They didn't promote Vasil Lomachenko. They didn't promote Teofimo Lopez. They didn't promote anything. Like,
yeah, because their money is low. Their money is low. With Pacquiao, you gotta splurge. You gotta invest money to get that money back.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, look, man, I wish I knew how it worked because from the outside looking in, I really don't see how they make a 50 mil. They got to come up with 50, Enrique, because it's 40 for him and 10,
so that ESPN deal wasn't lucrative for them then.
What
that
you
ESPN
mean?
deal wasn't lucrative. Like they're not really making money connecting with ESPN.
No. But you tripping. You asking ESPN to pay for that? Just remember that Showtime's budget isn't even 56 million, 50 million. Showtime. I mean, these dudes, these networks don't even have an annual budget of 50 million, bro. Like, you kidding me? Man, no way, man. He's asking
this is like a one-off, right? There's no budget, like you just said, and it's like, oh, we got this opportunity.
Yes,
let's put this together and flip real quick.
Roll the dice.
And I feel like Manny knows that. I feel like I think a lot of people, just based off of Manny Pacquiao and the boxing public, are gonna show up because it's Manny Pacquiao. Let's not forget.
Yeah, but the budget is the minimum. The budget is the minimum.
Yeah. I don't know where they come up with it.
They only care about the minimum. The pay-per-view is extra outside of Bob Arum's budget.
Yes.
I don't even think Bob Arum has the budget. I think it's outside budget that becomes the fight,
Nah, because remember, pay-per-view is the promoter. He paying that.
Yep.
That's why
he fronting the bill. He fronting the bill.
How much it costs to make a fight? Right? How much does it cost to make a Manny Pacquiao fight?
Everybody's purse, and then you got to think about everybody's entourage to fly them to, all the food. I mean, you could think about the thousands and thousands.
Well, you got to think that the network tells you what the cost is. Well, because the network takes 50 right off the top, so that's what they think the costs are. They take the 50 right off the top.
I don't think the network tells you the budget because they're not on the ground. They might pay a site fee. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They might only want to give a certain amount of dollars for a particular fight, but they can't really set the budget because they don't know what it's going to cost Bob to even rent a ring.
Yeah, but I think the budget that the network has is only the production budget. Bob's budget is promotion. You know what I mean? That's his own thing. Maybe
Boston
his
Jarrett with a super chat, which is I like this one. He says, remember, 40 million automatically turns into 26.5 after Uncle Sam gets his cut. Sounds like he's looking for cash out money.
Of course he's looking for cash out. That's the immediate reaction. Like, Manny wants top dollar to go right into the sunset at the end.
We got another one. Another one from Jaime Nieto who says, Tio and Bud need to get away from Top Rank. Shaking my damn head. Fight fans are losing. Yes, sir.
I agree.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, especially after what Bob said about Crawford and now what happened with Tio. Like, just the fact that Joe Tessitore live on air tried to poke him and shame him into taking fights. He like, but what about Ryan? But what about... Like, dog, what you mean, what about? Like, they don't want to pay me.
I liked his answers to all those questions.
I'm rocking with Bob on this one. I'm sorry. The Teofimo Bob, I'm rocking with Bob on this one. And I never rock with Bob.
But how so? What? You think Tio versus Cambroso, he only deserves 1.25 with all the belts?
My logic is that before Teofimo fought Lomachenko, right? They renegotiated. Before he fought Lomachenko, his base was 125,000 on a title defense. He didn't have no belts at that time. So when he fought Loma, he said, "All right, if you lose the Loma, your title defense goes up to 500,000."
Oh, he had a belt. What you mean? He had the IBF before he fought Loma. Remember? He wasn't pup.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. They trying to play him like he was already a champ. Then he unified. So I don't know, but
but what I'm saying is though, before he fought Loma, he signed a new 3-year contract that said 1.25 million minimum on a title defense.
Okay.
So he signed that less than a fight ago.
But that's minimum, and that's what he's telling you.
That's minimum.
But that's what he's telling you. I'm the number 1 fighter in the world. Why am I getting my minimum?
Because you're fighting Cambosa.
And
if
that's
you're fighting Haney and
that's
Tank
what he
and
said.
Garcia, then we go up.
I love it.
Well, then make that fight.
No, but listen.
Exactly.
But Morehouse, I love it. Listen. You know what was his response? He said, "Y'all coming to see me. You don't want to pay me? Fine. Put Cambroso on. See who's gonna fucking tune in. I'm the number 1 fighter. I like his energy, man. He need to ride it."
Hey, did you hear what Bob Arum said about Eddie Hearn?
Nah. What? Tell me.
Nah, he said that during this whole purse bid thing, everybody thinks that Eddie's gonna bid on the fight.
Yes.
Bob Arum real sly style said Eddie Hearn don't want to do that. He don't want to ruffle feathers in this whole Fury and AJ contract. He did that on the sly.
I think
there on him.
I think he still does it though. I think he still bids, man.
What I don't like about Top Rank philosophy is that their whole history and their whole company was built off the fighters. You know what I'm saying? Not off Bob Arum name. It was fighters. Historically, you name Top Rank Bob Arum, he prides himself off of Thriller in Manila. That was the fighter. That wasn't Bob Arum. It was the fighters who fought their heart out. So, and then he's just abusing fighters by not giving them what they're worth, man. He wants to come up, man. He wants to come up more than the fighter, and I don't like that. So I like that T.O. was like, yo, I'll take my talent somewhere else.
Yeah,
he should. I love that he said
Absolutely.
that. And
I'm definitely riding with T.O. for sure on this, man. And no matter what the situation is, I feel like, a fighter, you got to know your worth. You got to know exactly what you put in, the time and the hard work that you put in, and that's what's going to make you name your price. You know what I'm saying? And from my standpoint, now, mind you, you might not always get the price that you name, but you're going to get as close to it as possible.
Word.
That's all you want.
You're going to get more than what they trying to get you.
What about this, right? Like, Bob out here, if he loses T.O., just remember the kid Galahad was offered a contract, a 3-fight contract, just because he was about to be in a vacant title shot for that IBF that would have helped Gary Russell in the 126 division. So imagine what Al Heyman's gonna do for T.O. if he walks away from Top Rank with all them damn belts. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's potential tank fights now without having to share profits. You know what I mean? I mean, look, I if I'm Bob, I stop playing with this kid. They put his business out there in the first fight. He don't want to take 1.2 to fight Loma. And nobody thought it was fair then. You asking a kid to fucking unify for 1.2 when Broner gets that to tune up.
Right.
It's just disrespectful, man, the way they be. And then people say I'm a PBC shell, but of course I am. Of course I'm a PBC shell. Why? Because they paying their fighters, man. We don't see this. We don't see this on that side, man.
You don't.
The problem that ESPN had with that fight, Loma and Lopez should have been pay-per-view just to gauge to see where those dudes are at as far as numbers.
It should have been.
Then he would have got more than the 1.25 or whatever he got for the Loma fight.
It should have been, but the numbers came in at what, like almost 3, right? Right, Francis? I remember you came very close to.
It was at 2.8.
So I don't know, man. I don't know. What would have it done on pay-per-view? That's the problem, They didn't take the chance on their golden boy, though. I wonder why, you know what I mean? But it was during the pandemic they did that fight, right?
Right.
Yeah. Real quick, super chat. 2 super chat from Intrigued the Incredible. He had a $5 super chat that didn't have a message. And then he came back with a $10 super chat that said, I believe the $40 million was just a starting point in the negotiations. But Bob leaked the number like he did with Keith, so he can say Manny priced himself out and get out of another cheap garbage to fight instead.
That's a good perspective.
That's a good perspective. He twisted it with that. I thought he was going to keep it where I was at. And remember, I said that, Pacquiao said 40 so he could land around 25. But
right.
I get intrigued is more like, yo, he asking for 40.
I said that to you at the top of the show, Ness. Didn't I say that to you?
You said what intrigue said? I ain't hear it, bro. I walked off. Remember? I walked off to get the lighter.
I have a feeling that they're going to say Manny's outpricing himself, asking it for 40 million.
Yeah.
If they said 10 was too high for Keith, they definitely going to say 40 is too high for and he just fought him. He just fought him and had 600,000. You know what I mean? And we said no to 10, and we gonna give you 30 more.
Hashtag negotiation tactics.
Yo, I'm gonna say something, right? It's probably not as popular of an opinion as all the boxing fans. Like this weekend and last weekend, Caleb Plant's fight, and then we had Comey's fight. I missed the Warrington fight. I didn't know
that was a
it.
cracker. Holy shit.
Yeah, but my point is there were good names, but the Comey fight.
Bro, wait a minute. Yo, didn't you pick Lara to stop Warrington?
I didn't pick. I don't even know who Lara is.
Francis.
Nah, I didn't.
What was your upset? I thought you said some weird upset this week, and I'm like, what?
Who did I say this weekend?
I'm telling you, you said something this weekend, bro. I thought you said Lara. I promise you, I thought you said Lara.
Might have been, but
Lara was 11-1 underdog. Whoever bet that is cashing out.
Cashing out big time. Yo, maybe it was Myra. Remember, he kept saying like, "Yo, we need to do a betting show." I thought one of y'all said Lara, and I'm like, Lara, but I don't remember it being in the Warrington fight. But man, it was a lot of good fights this week. A lot of people showed a lot of skill. Big Baby, look.
Good. There was that. It was all skill, but there was no audience. Meaning, like, did the world show up?
Nah,
Big Baby's coming.
The
new Big Baby's coming.
No audience
They were all
yet.
10-round fights. No, I'm talking about on television, like viewership. You know, I bet it was only boxing fans.
I mean, we didn't get the numbers yet. It's too soon. Maybe in another day or two.
Of course it is, but I'm pretty sure.
Let me get to the super chat real quick from Mr. 704.
That says, shout out to TBV, paying my taxes. Shout out from the gang, $27.04. Shout out to
704. That's because he got to throw that 704. And then we got another one from Davidian in Buffalo Falls who says, "Hey, Boxing Voice family, I'm rocking out with Teofimo Lopez. Bob Arum, get off your behind and go get Teofimo Lopez money ASAP. Bag of money, 100 emoji."
Yo. Since Teofimo was hot this weekend, he was the biggest thing in boxing for me this weekend.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. You know, he showed up to the Comey fight. Comey scored the knockout. He was in Comey corner. He knocked Comey out. What's the man named? Testador. What's his name?
Joe Tessitore.
Joe Testador.
No, it was Mark Kriegel that interviewed him.
Mark Kriegel tried to get up in him, and he was like, "What? Tank is this?"
He laughed at him.
Ryan is internet.
Yo, he laughed at him, bro. He laughed at him. That shit, T.O. killed that interview.
So I just think that he won this weekend, and he was bigger, more exciting than any of the other fights to me, aka the casual fan.
You ain't watched the fights then.
Hey yo,
I watched the Comey fight.
You ain't watch Big Baby fight. I
watched Big Baby fight. Big Baby fight was good.
All right, you can't say that.
It just
massive knockout,
bro. You can't. First of all,
massive knockout.
First of all, you can't say an interview was better than Big Baby's fight because there was interest amongst the boxing fans with Kingsley Ebay.
That interview, the emotions that interview brought out of people.
Get
was
the
bigger
fuck
than
out
the
of
fight.
here, bro.
I'm dead serious.
No, that's why you a casual fan. That's why you a casual fan because that left hook knockout, man.
Which one, Baby?
Yeah, that boy was in a coma.
Serious.
Yeah. Nah, my man got back up and walked to the ambulance. They announced that shit.
Yeah, he got back up like 20 minutes later, bro.
Not saying that he should have died or nothing like that. God forbid. I'm just saying.
Bro, not only that, it's not the knockout. See, because I want to talk in depth.
That was a 4-round knockout. That was a 4-round fight?
6-round fight. I want to talk in depth about that fight because I felt like the network, or rather the commentators, was trying to sell that Big Baby needed to do more. It's like, yo, he got to do more. Like, he getting complacent just using a jab. He need to lead with the hook, Bradley said. Then the next fucking round, he like, you know what? I actually like that he's patient and working behind the jab. And it's like, man, shut the fuck up. Andre Ward saying, oh, when you got somebody like that, man, you got to capitalize and close the show. Know how to close, but you got to be careful because eBay punch. So I understand why he's working with the jab. So then which one is it, motherfucker? Won't you just let the dude work, right?
There was a lot of that. There was a lot of that.
And then this would make me upset.
But that's how they commentate, because the same shit was going on with the
But
Comey
all
fight.
they had to do was praise him because he didn't need to knock nobody out for us because he was busting eBay up. Like, eBay was exactly what television wants. Someone getting beat up, bleeding live on television. That's what they want. And with every jab, pop, pop, he was just busting them up, laughing at him, shaking at his waist, teasing him, taunting him. Dog, what the fuck? They don't even know what they got on their hands. My man is a showman, and they forcing action that came naturally. The knockout that they was begging for came, but my man was working his jab to the body, working his jab to the face. He was even leading with double right hands. He switched from orthodox to southpaw. Like, what more you motherfuckers want, man? And it's sad because they both fighters. But I don't get what happened, man. They tripping. There was no need to rush him. He was looking phenomenal and busting eBay up, man. Busting him up. I mean, every round he was bleeding from the first round out. Every round that shit was gushing. So
I ain't saying
did
that.
anybody see the walkout?
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he did the walkout like he did on Halloween night. Did he come out with some crazy stuff? I saw the fight. I didn't see the walkout though.
Nah, he just had like a 419, like looked more like a leather.
The basketball jersey.
More looked like a basketball jersey.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yo, I was totally impressed with Jared Anderson, man. I've been impressed with him for a long time, and I picked him to knock out Ibe after his stellar win over Guido. You know what I'm saying? He shot his stock up and he got an opportunity at the young man. But it's almost like I liken this to basketball. If anybody watched basketball, Anthony Davis being a point guard and then growing 5-6 inches. Jared Big Baby is like a middleweight, you know what I'm saying, in a heavyweight's body. Like his movement, his grooving is amazing. I think it was Andre Ward or somebody that had said
Ward said that same thing.
Said it, same thing. That you know what I'm saying? He just moves so smoothly and he got the power, you know what I mean, the finesse. He got a bright future ahead of him, man. Definitely.
I want to see how he fights other people.
Sorry, you had seen Bud in the locker room, so he rocking with, you know what I'm saying, a lot of these top fighters in the industry too. Crazy.
I want to see how he fights
Bud as in Crawford?
Yeah.
Terence Crawford, yeah.
Oh, Crawford was in the building?
Yeah.
Oh, I missed
that. I didn't see
he was real smooth after the knockout too. Did you see him from the corner cam angle? He did some crazy stuff and he looked smooth as hell.
Definitely, man.
I think he got touched a little bit too much, though.
You tripping. They hit him with one right hand and one uppercut, man. My man, yo, you got to watch that fight. What I want to say is that I'm
being a hater. That's all.
No, not a hater. I mean,
I'm just trying to challenge.
I just think that maybe you wasn't like totally paying attention because you knew Big Baby was gonna get the win. But
I was watching it during work too, so I might have missed a lot of it. But every time I did look, he was getting touched.
I just want to see what he gonna do with someone else because he was doing a lot of this, like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Defending, like he'll parry with his one hand up, but then parry with the other one. And it's like, you know, I don't know if a more skilled fighter than eBay can still, because eBay was explosive, man. eBay, I definitely want to give eBay his respect and apologize for anything I might have said. He definitely showed me in this fight that there's levels. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's
hold on real quick, Church. That's all timing. That's that whole hand thing.
Yeah.
Like as he gets better with it, you know what I'm saying? He can kind of move in different ways because he got control of it. That might be a tricky way for people to even laser in.
Yeah, but a left hook could slide in there, man. By a skilled fighter, they'll shoot a left hook at your ass, man. Or a left hook right hand.
I think that's him getting a little bit of time too, because as he fights, it looks like this dude can already go 10 or
Yes.
12 rounds.
I think-
and he's in a
I think-
6-round fight.
It's funny you bring that up, man, because I was looking at him like, damn, bro, this dude, he throwing mad punches per round, and it's every round. Like, he was barely
And
taking
he looked
any
good.
time.
He looked fine. He wasn't breathing heavy, nothing.
Nothing. No exhaustion, man. So, yeah,
Yeah.
I noticed his tank looks good.
Yeah, I give him that, but like you said, and I did the same thing when it's Comey versus Jackson Marinez. I was like, oh, there you go. Marinez exposed that he was on the same level, if not higher, than Romero. But Comey, whose experience showed that he's levels up beyond both of them. You know what I'm saying? So I thought that's why he scored the knockout. And in that fight, the commentating was like, yo, Comey better stop putting that left hand down because he gonna get knocked out by Jackson. Timothy Bradley said that, and Ward was like, "Well, I mean, Timothy was like, he ain't a knockout fighter. He would be knocked out by someone else." And Ward was like, "Yeah, but he's a boxer. He knows how to set up that big power punch." And that's where I'm like, okay. When he scored the knockout, I was saying to myself, like, damn, Comey scored that because he's well experienced, and I just didn't see.
I mean, I think it was more Marinez.
I didn't see the experience.
Can I piggyback off of that real quick? Just real quick.
Yeah.
I feel like
that's a conversation.
Comey, first of all, the Brotherhood, shout out to the Brotherhood, $2 super chat said positive energy in 2021. Let's all just enjoy boxing. Shout out to you, the Brotherhood.
We being positive.
Yeah, to go back to what you're saying, Comey to me from round number 1 was big game hunting. Like he came in that fight hunting the knockout from round number 1. Ding, ding. He was cutting off the ring, throwing bombs, exposing himself. Maybe because he felt like Marinez didn't have the power.
Or skills, or it was a level.
He had the skills because Marinez was ducking a lot of them shots. He was slipping and moving, but the pressure and the experience.
He came out there. He came out there to pressure him, though. That's what it was. He went out there to pressure him. But I look, I'm gonna eat my crow. We haven't been doing that in a while, but I want to bring it back, and I definitely.
You was riding. Was riding with your Dominican brethren.
I definitely picked Marinez. I felt safe in picking him based off
the Romero fight.
Based off the Romero fight, because you know I don't usually root for Dominicans, but I felt safe. Like, okay, he might do this. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Comey. But it was more Marinez's fault. He was backing straight up and with his hands down. It just, I mean, and it's crazy to see that he was trained by Robert Garcia, because how you backing straight back with a puncher? Comey didn't do nothing special. Double jab to cut the distance, the right hand to knock him out. Like, I don't know, man.
And that's weird from a Garcia.
Yeah, man.
Camp.
No pivot.
None of them back up like that.
He should have pivoted.
Most of them go forward or hold the center of the ring and just stay in the pocket. But this dude was a little different.
It's not even that. It's that intimidating pressure. I felt like fighting a puncher, quote unquote, like Rolando Romero, and fighting a puncher like Comey is different when you get inside there. I feel like just the size and the pressure of Comey just made his brain shut off, man. To be honest with you, it's like
you're right. And I brought that up. And I brought that up.
This guy's trying to knock me the fuck out.
Francis, I brought that up because
let me remind y'all.
The same feeling, Ness, real quick. The same feeling for Anderson Ebay. The same thing. It was about skillful. You said a more skillful fighter. To me, Comey was the more skillful fighter.
Yeah, but it's not the same thing because fucking Ebay is a puncher. He a puncher. He's a heavyweight.
All right, so who can Anderson be lined up with next? That we know that
it's hard to say.
May have a loss.
It's hard to say. He's only 8-0, man. So what are they gonna give us?
Let me ask you a question right now. Can I ask you a question?
So it's cool to follow him, but
let me ask you a panel a question.
Say he could be AJ or anything.
Hell no, you ain't saying that shit.
Yo, Church, fantasy fight.
He can't fight Fury next.
Adam Kovnacki,
but he sparred Fury. He got him ready for Wilder fight.
Okay, he sparred him. I'm not taking nothing away from him. I'm just saying.
He did so good sparring Fury. He got sponsored for them Fury UK fly gloves out there. Every fight he wearing fly.
Technically, we still watching bubble fights.
Only dude to wear fly gloves is Dillian White, ain't it?
Yeah, I don't know the fly gloves.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, they were pink.
Grant, Everlast,
Nah,
Reyes.
it's a UK brand, see? But, yeah, man, what else was out there? That Castellano, too. Holy shit, I'm a fan. My man, yo, I ain't watched the Lara fight. I know I definitely ain't watched the Lara fight because I don't remember Castano or Castellano. Man,
Castano.
He looked good, man. He looked good. He was cutting that distance on Teixeira. That was a good fight, man. What y'all thought about that one? Did y'all watch it?
That's crazy that Teixeira was a 4.5 underdog against Castano. I lost money on that fight. How you gonna give a champion a 4.5 underdog?
Because of Castano. Remember his fight with Lara, people thought he won.
Yeah, I don't know too much about Castano.
Yeah, I mean, it was only that Lara fight out there, really. Like, I mean, he fought some other dudes before that, but like that was his big, you know.
What did he do with Lara?
He got like a draw that he should have got a win.
Yep.
Then he knocked out Lucky Boy. Super chat from Antonio. What if Lopez signs with Canelo Alvarez Promotions? Beautiful thing.
Adam Lopez?
No, Canelo
Teofimo
Lopez.
Oh, Teofimo Lopez. Oh, yeah, that's big.
Oh, you talking about Adam Lopez from last night?
Yeah.
He just signed a new 3-year deal. He ain't going nowhere. ESPN ain't gonna let him go. Top Rank ain't gonna let him go.
I mean, I don't know about ESPN. They don't buy fighters. It's more about Top Rank releasing him. You know, if they don't want to pay him, what they gonna do? Continue to like hold him on? Like just release him?
You saw what they did with Mikey Garcia.
Yeah, but people been getting released these days, man. I don't know. I hear you. He got a lot of belts. Maybe Bob, gets spiteful. Who knows? Who knows?
But believe me, I don't want him to get shelved like Mikey Garcia. I'm just saying that has happened before, and Bob's that kind of spiteful old promoter.
Yeah.
See, that's the thing. I don't like Bob Arum because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you said you don't like him because he's good at business. You got to remember. You got to always look at it from a business standpoint.
So the fighter gets wise and wants to challenge your business, and he's better at business.
Yeah, he's better at business.
He's not better at business.
He got you in the
challenging you,
bruh. He got you in the contract. He's better at business.
Yo, Dave Chappelle had the best show ever. I saw. He was talking about how he was in a contract. He was young. He was talking about 3-Card Marley. I don't know if any of y'all know what 3-Card Marley
Unforgiven.
is. Yeah, Unforgiven. He was talking about how he was in a contract, and he mentioned how Prince changed his name because it was like Teofimo, probably Teofimo could change his name and fight wherever he wants. I don't know if it works that easy, but the contracts say, and the friends in the room that you think is saying to you, yo, this is a good contract, Tio. They really down with Bob. So he is locked into something. But it's still robbery. And that's the shit that I don't like. That doesn't mean you're better at business. That means you outslicked me. That doesn't mean you're better. Better at business. You're making me a lot of money.
Listen,
you're making me a lot of money. That's better at business.
Listen, why is it better at? Why is it not better at business if a dude goes
outslicked me?
No, if a dude that fights for Al does a deal with Top Rank and don't get robbed and don't gotta cry.
Because he had an advisor
that knows how to read the fucking contract, brother.
Yeah, because he's a lawyer.
So it's so Bob is better at business, and there's other people out there that are on his level, and you can't slide no shit under them.
You just said it. So PBC fighters, promoters, or advisors, whatever you want to call Al Heyman, is not about robbing people. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. So you're calling Bob Arum better at business. Meanwhile, everybody that we know that made better business left his business.
I hear you.
Mikey Garcia.
But what I mean is better business is his contracts, bro. People got to sit out or buy out.
All right, you just call him robbing you and out slicking you better business.
Bruh,
But this is the thing. Teofimo just signed that contract not even a fight ago. He signed the contract. He looked at it. He said 1.25 million for a defense of my title. That's good. I'm gonna sign this contract.
Yeah, he said.
Other than that,
but that's the minimum. That's the minimum.
That's because we're in streaming platforms.
No,
that's
but
why
it's,
DAZN
but it's
and
the
ESPN
what
Plus
I'm saying
is tough.
is what I'm saying is his contract states that's the minimum they can give him. The minimum.
Yes.
They can't go under that. That doesn't mean he has to take that. They could give him more. They could give him more.
Yeah, they should give him more when he fights Haney and Garcia.
Nah. They
but
gotta,
not Kambosos.
Listen,
Kambosos.
Listen, this is the problem that you're forgetting, right? They offered him 1.2 to unify, right? Now he has 3 more belts. You can't offer me 1.2 again. I got 3 more belts, and I beat the dude that you gave $3 million. You get what I'm saying? It's disrespect.
Without a match clause.
It's disrespect, brother. You offer me 1.2 to fight him. Cool. Now I beat him, and you offer me 1.2 when I got 3 more belts, and I'm bringing that attention to your network and your fucking promotional company. I got the ring. I got the ring. I got the franchise. I got the WBO. I got the WBA. I got the WBC. I got the IBF. That's 6 fucking belts, man.
Right. And not
Come
only
on, man. They tripping.
No. I'm with you. A fighter should get $100 million per fight.
No. I'm saying Bob is tripping. My energy's not at you.
That's crazy. You saying Bob is tripping at the same time you saying he's doing better business. At the same time, he try to dick Teofimo Lopez by saying, nah, take this money and ain't no rematch.
Let me explain. I'm saying Bob,
now they want to make that fight again.
I'm saying Bob is tripping because I think he is ruffling the feathers with a potential superstar. Teofimo's a bilingual Latino that can speak English well and punches and has all the belts, right? But I'm saying Bob's a good businessman because guess what? Like Morehouse said, he signed the contract and he's in that contract. So, I mean, I could give you credit for 2 things, bro. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, but come on, let's be real, man. The contract business and entertainment is a form of slavery. That's why they're like, yo, buy your way out the contract. You're basically, or another promoter will buy you out the contract.
It's
basically
easy. It's
buying
easy.
Your likeness,
bro. It's easy for you to say that,
to
right?
be sold throughout the universe.
It's easy for you to say that, right? But who put Teofimo in this position? Was Teofimo worth whatever he's worth today when Top Rank found him? No. There's no argument. Now, did he believe he was worth that? Yes. Did he and his father envision or foresee all this? Yes. But someone had to invest to get them there.
Right. But at the same time, it took a lot. This dude put his whole entire life to get himself there.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't got nothing to do with that till you sign a contract with my company. And then, mind you, it do matter to me that you've been working all your life and winning.
Yo, that's why rappers fucked up the whole the record agent, the record labels, because of that kind of mindset. Yo, you want me to show up to the fight, or you want me to show up to the music video? All right, pay my mortgage for the entire year and give me $25,000 in clothes, high fashion clothes, and that would happen. And then streaming came along, so that's all Teofimo got to keep asking for. Oh, you want me to show up to training? Because I ain't gonna train. I ain't gonna show up.
Well, it's different if you don't show up to training because you gonna lose.
Nah, I ain't gonna show up to the fight either.
Then you gonna lose again because you in contract.
And you gonna lose, and I don't owe you shit because I ain't making no money. What do I owe you? What do I give you?
But then you in contract, so now you sit on the shelf and you ain't making no money.
All right, so I changed my name.
Okay.
Hashtag Mikey Garcia.
Go make your money. Go change your name and try to find a way to fight. But guess what? Bob is rich.
Bob rich, but Bob is shady, man. Nobody ain't doing no business.
I'm just saying you can't
Yo,
play the long game with them, man.
The problem with Tio is he's stuck in between pay-per-view, stardom, and streaming platform money. You can't make up the difference on either side. Streaming platform, you get a bare minimum. Pay-per-view, you get what you produce.
Yep.
And he's just not reached that level yet until he fights the big names like Tank and Garcia and Haney.
Bob said that Crawford should be promoting himself. Meanwhile, he's his promoter.
Come on now.
Contract to.
Come on, Cash.
Promote himself more.
You got to talk into the mic. But I get what you're saying, but I also get what Bob is saying. Listen,
and that's where I'm
a
coming from.
I'm a
Please
fucking
believe
promoter.
me, I'm not a fan of promoters.
I'm a promoter. I'm not a magician. Okay, I'm a promoter. I'm not a magician. Listen. You see.
Promoter, but he really a magician.
Listen. You see what Bob did with Vasil Lomachenko, who didn't know English. You see what Bob did with Teofimo in 16 fights. I don't know what you're talking about. You got to be able to be promotable. Are you promotable?
First of all, his expectations on that 16th fight was that Teofimo was going to lose and he was going to bank off of Lomachenko. So let's not pretend that he brought him there for the reason to make him a star, because that's not what his intentions were.
But now, hold on a minute. This isn't the music business, right? So just keep this in mind, right? You have to, you can use some of that in the argument, but not all of it, right? Because Bob is a boxing promoter, right? So I got Vasil. Now I got to get Vasil opponents, right?
Of course. And I have Lopez.
So I own the opponents and I own the fucking A side, right? So it's win-win for me. So it don't matter what you're saying about he brought him there for that, but that's the fall safe. You was there to lose, but you won, and I still got you. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's called
in-house.
in-house.
I also got Crawford.
It's called in-house.
I also got Crawford. Hold up. And I also got Crawford, and I think that Crawford should be promoting himself more. But I'm the promoter.
Yo, so let me ask you. If you a boxing promoter, you don't want Crawford to have the personality of Teofimo Lopez? You don't want Crawford doing backflips and talking all the shit that he was talking yesterday in front of So then why you mad at Bob? That's what the fuck he telling him to do.
Why is Bob mad at Tio for asking for more money? Bob wants more money. That's why he wants the Teofimo persona. And Crawford like, nah, that ain't who I am.
Yeah.
You do your job, bro.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's the thing.
Man, you can't win with that.
And that's what Tio is telling you. I'm the star. So if you don't want to pay me, I walk. But it's all relevant, brother. This is what I'm saying, right? Crawford's starving to get the fights. He begging to get the fights, man. His fans begging to get the fights, right? But he can't get them because he ain't got the Tio personality. Tio, with 16 fights, got to fight the pound for pound #1. You got to think about that. Why you think he got that? Because he talked his way into the position. Crawford can't talk his way into the Earl fight. He couldn't talk his way into the fucking Pacquiao fight, even when Pacquiao was with Bob Arum. So yes, Bob is gonna ask you to act more like Tio and still want to not pay you because he is thinking business, man. For him, it don't matter. He just want to know, how can I make more and not give you more? It's a business.
And not do more. Make my job easier, Crawford. Talk more and let me not do. And don't ask me for more money, by the way. Don't ask me for no more money.
Well, you can ask.
Church.
No, you can ask for more. You can ask for more.
Ricky, this is why when Bob Arum said that he would rather to have Al Heyman pay for the purse bids and give Sean Porter whatever percentage he's wanting, because if he gets the fight, he's only willing to give him $1 million. Yeah. That's kind of the same mindset. He's like, yo, this is what I'm willing to do. If they want the fight, they can get the fight. You pay for the fight. You pay him what he's worth and pay Terence.
Because Bob Arum still gets his money. If some other network picks it up and jumps out the window and gives him $10 million, Bob's still getting his 10% out of that.
Yeah. All true.
But I wanted to talk about the Brian Castano fight real quick. I feel like that fight right there, he put He put my boy through the grinder, man.
So much pressure.
To the grinder, just pressure, overhand rights, body shots, right hooks, just
Left
constant
hooks to the body.
grinded him out.
Non-stop.
It was
the
crazy,
one
bro.
and two punch, it was terrible. So this is what I'm saying. The reason why I love it, because this fight leads to undisputed if we can get the fight made between Jamel Charlo and Brian Castano at 154.
Maybe.
He's PBC too, isn't he?
Maybe.
I know, but
think he's
what do you
with
think about the fight if it was to happen stylistically?
I don't know that he's with PBC. I think he's with Lewickovic.
I heard PBC from somewhere.
No, everybody says PBC, but I'm pretty sure Castano's with Lewickovic.
What do you think of the fight style-wise?
With him and Charlo?
Yep.
I mean, it's I don't know, right? I mean, it's hard to say that he's gonna fight that way versus Charlo, and I didn't watch his fight.
No, he can't fight that way for Charlo. He'll run into something. He can't fight like that.
And he ran into a lot. Let's be real.
Yeah,
he did run into a lot.
But is Charlo and Teixeira power similar? Or
nah, Charlo looks
I just don't know
more.
too much about Teixeira. That's all. That's why I'm asking.
I think Charlo has more power.
For sure. He's more active. He throws a lot more punches, more ferocious. That whole walk down style is not going to work for him. That actually works in his favor because he can counter punch. And yeah, man, he can get busy. This will be for sure. This fight's ending in a knockout if it's to happen. 100%. Just the way the styles both come forward fighters. Both fighters are going to be looking for each other, man. It's going to be a great fight.
Yeah, if it's available, I think they both should make it. I mean, that seems like the logical progression. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's undisputed, man. And then, what do you guys think about the JoJo Diaz fight? JoJo Diaz versus Rakhimov.
That was crazy, bro. First, I just want to say again that I'm glued into Castano moving forward. I didn't really pay attention to the Lara fight, and I feel horrible because watching him grind and pressure Patrick Teixeira. I mean, Teixeira was on defense all day. Like, body language looked horrible throughout the entire fight. He just looked so uncomfortable with that pressure, constantly on the back foot. Never really had time to set anything up. I mean, that fight was, listen, Castano made me a true fan now. I'm moving forward. I will be glued into anytime he fights. I'm trying to go through my email.
I'm with you on that one.
And I thought at one point in the fight that he got tired, and then he just kept going. The gears kept going. I was like, oh, he not tired. Great engine too, man, all the way. Great engine.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to go through this email.
I missed that fight.
And see, if I see anything with Castano.
And just to let you know, he has the same fighting style of the Marcos Maidana, Lucas Matisse, because he's Argentinian, and they kind of have the same, but younger, more pressure. He doesn't have as much power as Maidana, but definitely the pressure come forward, cut you off, cut off the ring, throw punches from all angles. That's Brian Castano.
How much time you think before we hear if he actually gets a shot at Jamel?
That should be next. If I was a champ, I'd wait for that to be next.
That shouldn't take too long either because that's small money for PBC. I mean, you can give Charlo what he wants and still have plenty left over to pay Castano, I would imagine. I mean, he's going to want a little bit more since he's got the belt now, but I mean, that's an affordable, makeable fight.
It is.
Especially if he is on PBC, like I heard. I don't know if it's true, but if it is true, that's an easy fight to make.
Even if he's not, it's still a great fight to make. That's undisputed, man. He get a shot. Why wouldn't his team give him a shot to see if he can get all the belts, man?
Man, I'm not seeing anything.
I'm with you.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm not seeing anything here. Okay, here we go.
You remember Marcos Maidana's manager, the Argentinian dude? I can't remember his name right now.
Yeah.
Marcos Maidana's man. Yeah, what about him?
He's in his corner. He's a part of his team, Castano's team. Who you got ties with?
Yeah, he's an Argentina fighter.
Yeah.
So I mean, it makes sense.
You got ties with PBC?
I believe so. That's what I heard. I can't remember exactly where I heard it. I could have read it somewhere, or it could have came up during the broadcast.
He's a Samson Lewickovich fighter. So I checked my email. Back in 2018, Samson threw a WBC, Samson Boxing and the WBC staged an 8-man Carlos Monzon tournament in Argentina. Castano must have came out of that as the champion, right? So WBA, he had the WBA, brother of current WBA, this man's brother of current WBA, Byron Castano. Yeah, so it looks like Samson has the brother as well. Looks like that's all I could find. But anyway, let's see. Hopefully they make it. We got some super chats. I don't know if y'all got to those.
No, we didn't get to none of them. We got some. Go get from the top.
Yes, I just read here on ESPN. Eric Gomez, the president of Golden Boy Promotions, which promotes Teixeira, and Castano promoter Tom Brown of TGB Promotions.
Damn, definitely PBC with TGB.
It's a done deal. That should be a slam dunk.
Yeah, Tom Brown Promotions is pretty much Al Heyman. So
Mel gonna be leaving big if you get that fight this year, man.
Tom Brown is Brittany and Goosen. All right, so we stopped off at Davidian. The Brotherhood came in and said positive energy in 2021. Let's just enjoy boxing. That's what I'm talking about, Brotherhood. We got Antonio Luna. We said, George, he says, what if Lopez signs with Canelo Alvarez promos? That would be beautiful. Bo and Bama says, shout out to Jay Prince, the real magician. Yeah, I don't know how he's. I mean, you know, he's definitely getting. I wouldn't call him a magician, but he's definitely got great favor with Top Rank, and all his fighters are on Top Rank. You know, shout out to Troy Isley, man. Oh man, fuck. James Prince got Real Big Baby. Troy Isley. He's got
Stevenson,
F.A. Ajagba, Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
he's got a fucking handful of new talent. And Bo and Bama says Castano ain't got no power. I mean, shit. Teixeira told a different story. For real, Bo. And Ronald Finkley says true media. Yeah, I don't know, man. He told a different story, bro. I mean, I thought Castano was pounding his face in, man. Every time he hit him with something nice. But what else I got on the docket here, man? We talked ESPN. What are we missing from the ESPN? We talked Marinez and Comey. Once again, giving Comey his props. I definitely picked Marinez. You know, it's funny people laughing at me for picking Marinez, but then, you know, Mexicans turn around and pick Canelo or whatever Mexican is fighting that day, and you know,
right.
Oh, I'm riding with Wilder. I don't care because he black. So when I pick my Dominican brethren, I get laughed at. Y'all some weirdos.
What about
that's
Lopez fight? The Adam Lopez fight that was on ESPN, right?
Yeah. Yo, I didn't get to finish watching that.
There was controversy in that fight, man.
I didn't get to finish watching that, man. I came back. I watched like the first 3 rounds. Adam Lopez, you talking about Blue Nose and Sanchez, right?
Yeah, Blue Nose.
Yeah, Blue Nose.
Yeah. I mean, tell me, I only seen the first 3. I ain't get to the controversy.
Yeah, when they got to the end of the fight, they were just saying that that he shouldn't have got the win that he got. It should have been like a draw.
Yeah, that was calling a draw. I watched that whole fight. He was getting hit a lot.
It was an action-packed fight. They were just going back and forth, man. Yeah.
It was action-packed. And you could see the skill. That was an 8-round fight, right? Or was it 10? It was 10. It was 10 rounds. It was 10 round fight. It was a 10-round fight.
Damn, bro. Every time we talk about Adam, he getting touched up, man. What's up with that?
Yo, his skills, man. And fighters come hungry. He's not the only hungry fighter there. You know what I'm saying? Fight game is serious, man.
And then also we gotta give some honorable mentions real quick. Jai Tucker also had a nasty left hook to the body. Stopped his opponent real early. Also, What's going on? You face like that. Also, cash flow.
Yo, what's
Cash flow
that
for
dangling?
PET.
Yo, Floyd
PET.
Cash Flow Castro, right?
Yeah.
Floyd
He had
Castro. No, is it Cash Flow Castro? What's his last name? Or no, it's Diaz, not Castro. It's Diaz. Floyd
Diaz,
Cash Flow Diaz.
And he,
that was little cash flow back in the day.
Back in the
Yeah.
day.
He grew up.
Yeah, he had his debut, and he had a good showing out, good performance. So yeah.
Oh, I missed that fight. Mosley Jr. fought.
Yeah, he fought. Oh man, Mosley, he was cruising. He closed the eye of his opponent. Closer to like the 8th round, he was toying with him. Left hook to man. He had no bruises, no swellings on his face. He was cruising. The jab was on point. The right hand looked really smooth, man. Looked like he was in gear.
It's crazy because I always thought
Who was
Mosley
his
Jr.
opponent?
was gonna be. I don't know.
I don't remember the dude's name right now.
I gotta start.
It looked like an Asian dude. I believe it was an Asian dude.
Yeah, but I
That's
think
crazy.
I don't
know who it was.
He's Latino, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
crazy.
Mosley switched trainers, man. Remember, he's with Caleb
Yeah.
Plant's trainer, and he's also training with Coach
Larry
Larry Wade, so I'm going to go back and watch that fight. It was just a lot of fights, man. And
Yeah, there were a lot of fights.
Even the early UK cards, man. That was a great card
that
by Eddie Hearn and Sky Sports.
that Warrington fight, Lord.
Oh, he fought Christian
Yeah.
Olivas.
He fought the wrong. I don't know what he was thinking coming out fighting that fight, man.
Who,
Nah,
Warrington?
the dude he fought was not. I'm talking about Mosley Jr. Shane Mosley Jr. He fought Christian Olivas. Wasn't Asian. He's Mexican.
That's what I'm saying. He's Latino. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, for a second until I saw his flag.
yo,
Yeah, I was about to
Francis.
look it up. Thank you for looking it up. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's Latino.
Yeah, I made the
Super chat-
mistake.
Super chat from Bowen Bama says Adam Lopez was shining on dude. Francis and Cash tripping. Y'all listening to announcers too much.
On who they talking about?
Lopez.
Who was I tripping on? Man, Lopez without the
Yo,
freaking
Cash said
announcers.
Big Baby was getting touched up, man. He think everybody getting touched up. Touch his
Everybody
ass
getting
up.
touched up.
Yo, I was expecting like a quick knockout from Big Baby. I'm telling you, I was expecting a big knockout.
And that's the
immediately
thing. That's the
knockout.
thing. You don't watch boxing like that. So Big Baby, I mean, the opponent, right? eBay. He
Yeah.
just fought another heavily touted heavyweight in Guido Viganella that we was interviewing. He was sparring Fury, and eBay should have won. They gave him a draw or some shit, right? He should have won that fight. So,
Right.
you was undervaluing this fight because you wouldn't follow the last fight.
No, I didn't, but I follow a lot of last fights, and I was just expecting, and the heavyweight is bomb after bomb after bomb, and you was like, yo, a person with a heavyweight with another set of skills will put it on Big Baby Jr. or Big Baby Miller Anderson. You know what I'm saying? And
I ain't
still
say that
see
shit.
Miller
I
Anderson.
ain't say that shit. What the fuck you talking about?
Nah, you ain't
outta
say
here.
that, but you said you wanted to see another skill set. You said something along the line. Maybe it wasn't for that fight
I said
against
I
another
want to
skill
see
set.
how he looks versus someone else, a little more skilled, just to see does he still defensively block with his hands out like that? Because
Right.
I'm afraid
That's what you
something
said.
could slide in. I ain't say what the hell you said.
Yo, to be honest with you, I'm not gonna hold y'all, man. After the first knockdown in the 4th round with the Josh Warrington fight with Mauricio Lara,
Fight should have been stopped.
I don't know how he made it 12 rounds. Like he was he was walking. He was concussed for sure. The knockdown in the 4th round was heavy, big shot. I know he must have broke his jaw because I think he had a
Yeah,
fractured
his
jaw.
jaw's broke. His jaw's broke.
He might have broke from the 4th round. So all credit to Josh Warrington on the heart. He didn't quit. He couldn't quit. He didn't quit, man. He went out. You know what I'm saying? He gave it his all. He tried. But that fight should have been stopped a long time ago. No cap.
Yeah, that was
Bruh.
Josh Warrington's downfall. I mean, sometimes he just goes out there and puts his head down and just swings. And just, he was too brave for his own good on that fight.
Yeah, I mean, he also believes like in his power that isn't there. His fighting style indicates that he has this power when he don't. You know what I'm saying?
No, he's only got seven KOs, and plus he wears the winning gloves because he's got hand issues. He wears the winning gloves.
And that's my point. The reason he got caught is because he's right there in the pocket doing 6-punch combinations, and it's like, bro, you hitting people with mosquito bites. They bee stinging the shit out your ass, man. Get out of here.
Yo, did you see Warrington's chest and his arms just from like jabs and straight punches? It was all red and swollen. Not even his face. His face is busted, but his chest and his arms.
What
crazy.
I give him is, I give him credit, man. I give him credit.
Hell yeah.
Just like Francis said, but also that, man, his tank, man, I wish all fighters could fight like him, bro. Like, he throws 6-punch combinations and then throws another 6-punch combination. Like, he don't do 1-2, man. It's crazy, man. But he got no power, man. He got no power.
Listen, it showed you clearly that he was in shape to get up after that knockdown in the 4th round. He had to have been in good shape, man. Had to. Wow, he had no legs for the next round or two. He had to have been in good shape.
He's always in shape, though. But did you see what Tyson Fury said?
What he said?
What he said?
He blamed it on... He said, like, paraphrasing here because I don't got the tweet out, but it's something like, another good fighter in Josh Warrington, is like a victim of the COVID and inactivity and shit.
Yeah, because Josh Warrington is a big Leeds fighter, and he brings in 40,000 fans every time he fights, and it seems like he's the type of fighter that he needs that push by the audience, and if he doesn't got that, he comes down a few levels.
I don't really like that even, but I can't say, I don't want to knock that because I'm not a fighter and I haven't fought in front of a crowd, so I don't know the type of energy that you get off the crowd. But
I'm sure it's got to be something.
As a professional, man, you got to be able to perform at all times, right? Like the big thing is, can he perform under the lights? It's like the lights don't just mean the crowd; it means the camera, man. The camera's watching, and there's millions. The crowd that you want to be in there, they don't fit in that stadium. We're right here in our own homes. We're watching you through the camera, and they need to get that through their mind. See, Big Baby had that. Once he got that win, he jumped up on them ropes and still yelled as if it was a crowd, and then got down on his and squatted on his motherfucker like he was back in the day Run DMC stance, man. So, I don't know, man. I fuck with Big Baby, and certain people got it and know what they doing, man, and other people,
Comey did the same. Comey did the backspin. I thought breakdancing was that.
He also did like a karate kick and shit. But
he was doing like the Bruce Lee joint. Like
a lot of these younger fighters are accepting. Like these younger fighters are talking into the camera because they're like, this is the moment, whether fans are here or not. Like people are watching.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry.
Super chat.
I was about to go to that. Is that your camera off? I'm like, damn, is he not done? But Bo and Bama said, Ness, you find hosts out of nowhere. I like this guy. Who is he? Who are you? Tell him, champ. That's for you,
You talking about Moore's house?
That's for you, man. They like you. They want to know who are you.
Yeah, man. Hopefully.
I thought that was Pittsburgh
coming
Brew.
Back.
He said he thought that was Pittsburgh Brew. He do look slightly like Pittsburgh Brew.
Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Where we at, man?
Tell Ness you gotta have me back, man.
Bruh.
I'm the truth. I'm a huge boxing fan, and I love the boxing voice. That's what it's all about, talking boxing and showing love to everybody.
Let's go. Good. So anything else we gonna get to? Slow night on the calls is looking like people ain't like these
can
fights.
I jump in real quick, Ness?
Yeah, jump in.
All right, man. If you guys want to watch a good old-fashioned boxing fight, go back to that UK card and watch Lee Wood against Reese Moulds. Man, that fight was out of control. Lee Wood got hurt in the 3rd. Reese Moulds got hurt in the 4th. People getting knocked down left and right. It was crazy. Check that fight out if you can. If you got the zone, go watch that fight.
Which one?
Or YouTube it if you can.
Which one?
Lee Wood versus Reese Mold. I think it was
On the is it the Eddie card?
Yeah, the early UK card.
Yeah, it's
I'm on the East Coast, so it starts at 2:30. But
on the Warrington Lara card, you can see it. It's one of the early, one of them good fights that we didn't really talk about because we don't really know the guys. But
oh man, it was crazy, man. Go back and watch it if you're a true boxing fan. You'll love
What
it.
division?
I'm telling you. 54, I believe.
Oh wow. Okay.
I could be wrong, but I think it's 54.
Yeah, man.
It's one of Lee Wood is he's a 32-year-old that who suffered his first loss a couple fights ago, and then he hired Ben Davidson. This was their first fight together. It was unbelievable.
Look at Ben back in action.
Yeah. Yeah, he got that MTK money. He's got that MTK money.
I want some MTK money, man. Where that MTK money at, man?
Yeah. But yeah, that was a good one. You said, it's a slow night. I figured I'd just throw that out to the people. Go check it out.
What else? What else was on the zone card?
The Zelfa Barrett.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Kiko. What's his last name? Is it Kiko Martinez?
Kiko Martinez.
He got robbed, bro.
I had people texting me all night like, yo, imagine if Kiko had longer arms. It's crazy.
No. Kiko won that fight 8-4. Kiko, no.
That was the fight I was saying that the last time Zelfa Barrett stepped up against Ronnie Clark, he lost.
Yeah.
The fight I was talking about that he could lose because of Kiko's experience.
No, I hear you, man, but that just goes to show how much, Barrett is not and how big the UK hypes dudes. Remember when we started off, I was like, yo, Zelfa Barrett, that's that kid that gets a lot of hype. And then that's when you jumped into telling me how he had, looked bad his last fight out or whatever. But yeah, man, Kiko is old, man. The fact that he did whatever he did is, wow.
Yo, he beasted on him. He hurt Zelfa Barrett twice. Kiko never got hurt. He never got wobbled. He kept coming forward, and Zelfa Barrett was on the back foot all night. Couldn't do nothing with him. It was almost like he was scared. That's how it looked.
Boston Jarrett says, Bob is playing the long game in his mind. Al's business model isn't sustainable. And when Fox ends their deal with PBC prematurely, he will be proven right. But I will say I haven't reported on it because it's just rumors, but there's rumors that Fox is going to be done, but CBS is taking over now. Like, they're going to be doing all the PBC fights.
What?
We'll see. Like, they moving the CBS now. We got no, that's not Ortiz. That says Otis. What's next for the featherweight division? 126 is the featherweight division. Who's in there? We got.
Well, you just had Josh Warrington lose, so
Navarrete.
you got that.
You got Navarrete. You got Russell, and the IBF is vacant. Kid Galahad's supposed to fight for that belt versus I think Dickens, and Al allegedly is giving Galahad like a 3-fight deal according to Coppinger if he could win that fight. So then I guess the plan is to unify Galahad and Leo or Galahad and Russell. Even though
Galahad already beat Dickens, so that should be easy money for him.
Even though Leo ain't no champ no more because he lost, or did he get to keep one of them belts? That's strange. I don't know because he moved up to 30 and fought Tank.
No, he lost.
I don't know how they did that.
No, he lost.
How they did that?
Yeah, but what about his 26-pound belt? Because he was champ at 26.
He got that. He got that, but his 30 belt, he lost that in his 30s.
Okay, so Galahad, if he wins, could unify with Leo or Gary.
Big money fight, exactly.
And Navarrete also moved up and took Shakur's vacant belt. So that's what's going on in that division.
Yo, you never gave your take really on JoJo missing weight.
I mean, it is what it is, man. I heard him, and It's hard for fighters, and it's even harder now during COVID, man. You know.
Did you hear what JoJo said? He said, there was in the bubble there was no sauna. He just couldn't get that work in. But I think because he just bought a new house, I think he just had a baby. I mean, he had some outside distractions.
Nah, I mean that could be the case.
It's also COVID though, casual. It's not normal times. Like people missing weight all last year. You know what I mean? It's not normal
and you're
times.
stuck in that hotel with not the right facilities, depending on where you at. You know what I'm saying?
He was 3 pounds. But wasn't he 3 pounds overweight?
3.3.
Yeah, but then he went down. Didn't he go back and lose like 1 and some change?
No, I think he said, screw it. My health is more important. Is what I heard. But I mean,
I thought he went back.
That's exactly what he said. He said my health is way more important. I'm not doing that. Forget all that.
Yo, that's crazy because
saying like, yo, that's cap. Because there's no way. That's unprofessional, man. You're supposed to make weight. That's your job.
He just got the belt, man. He just got it.
Yo, it's crazy. Both IBFs are vacant, 26 and 30.
What was Adrian Broner's what was his highest overweight on the scale? It wasn't 3, right? It was always like by
nobody
ounces.
even sexy is in that IBF rankings to get a shot, man. Nobody them names.
Adrian Broner at the 147 was 1 pound over limit. When he fought Granados. That's 1 pound. Come on, you lost. You had 3 pounds, and you beat Farmer. You had hype. That was motivation for you.
So Ness, this is the question I wanted to ask you. The question I wanted to ask you.
Benavidez was overweight too, bro, and lost his belt this year or last year. I'm telling you, it's COVID. It's different times.
Do you guys subscribe to if you get a title and you don't defend it at least once, that you're not a true champ?
That's that unwritten rule, man. I was just about to say it, but I had got cut off. But yeah, I was about to say, damn, bro, he didn't get to defend his title, but he wouldn't have defended it anyway. It was a draw. My man got a draw, man, and he was beating the shit out that dude. I swear, I don't know what. I got to go back and watch the rest of it. But man, up until like the 5th round, I seen JoJo putting mad hands, especially to the body on Rakhimov. How the fuck Rakhimov come back and get a draw? I don't even know.
I'll tell you why. Because Rakhimov was having a lot of 4 and 5 punch combinations when Joseph Diaz was landing more power shots. 2 and 3 power shots he was connecting. So the judges are looking at it that the activity of Rakhimov versus the power punching of Joseph Diaz is even.
Bro, Joseph Diaz he was hurting that dude. I don't know. I get it though, because that's the thing. Joseph was landing them shots, but he wasn't really like slowing them all the way down and shit. I don't know if it's power all the way there. What you think?
I didn't like there was no live fight chat for it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still selling it in, man. I had family over here for the 7 days. Everybody just left. Like the last person just left. Actually, they didn't. My son's girl's still here, so it's now. I could probably go a little harder than what I was doing this week. It's just not easy, man.
Yeah, I feel you. I moved too, by the way.
Where you at?
I just moved around the corner to a bigger apartment.
So
it's COVID. They giving you mad space for cheap right now. Free parking, all that shit. Yeah. They're like, yo, come over here, man. We got 2 bedrooms. Motherfucking 500 square foot kitchen with the living room. What? Yeah. With the view right here.
Damn, you got the elevator for the range?
Nah, but we give you free parking.
Valet.
Nah, I don't let nobody valet my shit unless I'm at a restaurant or something.
I mean, if your building had valet, why wouldn't you let your building valet you?
I guess I never saw that. I mean, maybe in Manhattan, I never noticed valet parking at a building. I see it at a restaurant.
What do you think Celine Dion do when she go to her residency?
Who?
Celine Dion. When she whip up at her residency, or J-Lo at their residency.
They probably got the crib they get dropped off. They don't even own the car. Somebody else driving them around, man.
Nah. They just float, man. They just float.
Somebody else driving them around, drop them off. Nah, but I would like my house where I would just pull up and just be in the house. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's my goal again. My goal, my revision again.
To get back in there, or get a new one.
Get a new one where I just pull up in the house. You know, need that shit. Pull up in the house. Pull up. I'm in the house. The car come out polished when it snows.
Damn.
I'm the only car polished on the street.
But that means you gotta use your garage, and that means you gotta find a house with an attached garage.
Oh yeah, that's all I want. I don't want no detached. If that's the word, detached house from garage.
Gotta move somewhere hot where you don't even need a garage.
Word. Move somewhere hot where you can use your garage as livable space. Because that's what I'm about to say.
As storage.
My shit.
At the gym.
My shit
Set up a gym.
Is detached back north, but I never used it. That shit was only like a little gym for like when that one time Doomy got real low for the midi fight. And,
I remember I was there.
And then after that, it's been just storage. But this one down south is more like livable space in the garage. You know what I'm saying? I'm using that.
Nah,
shit.
but I like winter because I use 4-wheel drive, and I like my shit just hit the DCR button and the snow mode, and I just be like zzz, 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 boom. No, I like that shit.
That sounds a little dangerous, but I hear you, man.
You think it is, but it's not. I let my son do it.
Down here in the South, you know what I'm saying? You can still use your 4-wheel drive, hit your DCR, and just go mudding. That's what they do out here. They go mudding.
Yeah, I feel you. What does DCR mean? What does DCR mean?
DCR, that's your car, but I'ma guess it stands for drive,
control,
right. Drive the car right.
It's like drive control. It's something with like drive control.
Yo, for real.
Yo, when I had DCR on, my shit, I was like, yo, the first time, like many years ago, I had DCR. I didn't know about the DCR button.
That must be your traction control, but why they got D?
Yeah, I was like, yo, why the fuck this shit slipping? Why is it not going up the hill?
Damn, what is it? Is it disc slip control? I don't know. I think it sounds like
I hit DCR. That's just and I accelerated. It was like zoom, 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 done.
Yo, so y'all really don't even care that Spence said he never asked him for the Earl fight again?
You mean Bud?
Yeah, I thought that was Bud.
Yeah, Bud. Y'all brushed over that, man.
I'ma blame Aaron.
Blame Bob.
I'ma blame Bob. I'ma blame Bob, man. Come on, he ain't promoting.
Yo, but on the real though,
yo, Cash,
why can't they both just say 50-50 and let's get it on?
Man,
I mean,
tripping.
does one deserve more than the other?
What?
Yo, does one deserve more than the
50-50
other?
fight.
For what?
Does one deserve more than the other?
The biggest fight.
Yo, you
the
know
biggest
why,
fight in 147.
What?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you why one deserves more than the other. Because there's still another champ out there. So if Bud really wanted to be 50-50, go get that other belt. So we could both have two belts. The way Josh Teller and Ramirez do. But that's not how it is. Right now, Earl is the Ring Magazine. He's the WBC. He's the motherfucking... I don't know. Is he the Ring, though? Did he get the Ring for beating Danny?
I have not seen Earl with a Ring Magazine belt yet.
Let me see. I'm going to check the rankings then.
Yeah,
well, you look at Fury AJ.
Oh, it's
they
vacant.
said 50-50 when it gets 60-40.
It's vacant. It's vacant.
Fight's done.
147 Ring Magazine is vacant, but Earl got IBF and WBC. So how we 50-50? Tell Crawford go get Uga's belt. Then he got two belts. Earl got two belts, and then that's 50-50.
You can't.
Yo, Fury and AJ are gonna do 50-50, just like he did the last Wilder fight. 50-50
But that's
when
different.
it gets 60-40.
That's different. You know why? Fury
Why?
Fury and AJ gonna do 50-50 because of Fury, it's a pay-per-view in America because he beat Wilder. You know what I'm saying? But AJ can't do that without Fury. You know what I'm saying? So he brings in.
See, I hate when they say that.
He
without
brings
this
in.
person.
He brings in the economic. I mean, yo, you need a Wilder or a Fury or a Ruiz to do an American pay-per-view, bro. Like that's the only pay-per-view. First of all, Wilder and Wilder's
Yeah, but
the
you
only.
can say that with all those fighters.
What do you mean?
Come on, Tyson Fury gonna fight Chris Martin and be pay-per-view?
Chris Martin? Nah.
All right, he need AJ, he need Wilder, he need Andy Ruiz. Stop, man.
But Fury done it already, and he got to $1 million and some change with Wilder. That's what you're not getting. So that's negotiation power. As much as it don't matter how mad you get, he got a track record. AJ does not. You get it?
So
just
AJ,
like we was talking about Tio. Tio got no track record. Tank do. Tank did a pay-per-view.
and I get that. And T.O. should get the less of the meat against Tank. I get that.
But he won't necessarily get the less because it's like they could come to the table and be like, all right, you the one that doing pay-per-view, but I'm Latin. Together we gonna do good numbers. Plus I'm bringing the belt, so let's play fair.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, yo, you got the belt. We ain't gonna undercut you. You know what I'm saying? The way Bob Arum do it. Like, nah, man, just take 900,000, man. Come on, you asking for 1.2? Get the fuck out of here. That's Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying? Who are you? So I think.
Yo, but this is my thing.
This
is my thing with Spence and Crawford. Spence and Crawford, right? We can go 50-50 and then have a rematch of 60-40, or you can just get nothing. You can go fight Ugas. Either one. Spence goes fight Ugas. Crawford goes fight Ugas. And you make half of what you would make if you just made the Spence and Crawford fight.
No, because Spence is already eaten. Spence is on pay-per-view last 3 fights. And if Crawford doesn't...
Spence is good.
Exactly. And if Crawford don't play ball, what's going to happen? Spence is just going to fight Ugas and make more money.
Yeah, but he wouldn't make the money if he fought Crawford, is what I'm saying.
I mean, I don't know what you mean by that, man. It's Canelo's calling Errol's name, man. Like, Spence got so many options.
If Spence fight Ugas, what is he going to get? If Spence fights Crawford, what is he going to get?
I mean, Spence, I'm pretty sure, like you said, T.O. got a mandatory minimum. Spence got a mandatory minimum, and we all know there's no ceiling.
And they got the pay-per-view back in. You know what I'm saying? If they make that happen, it's another belt. Money, man. Bigger status. You're not what, the 3 belt unified? Welterweight
so we're just not gonna see the fight.
Resume and
I mean,
and if he does a 4th pay-per-view, it's
it ain't that we ain't gonna see the fight. It's just that they got to come to terms, man. They got to come to terms. It ain't 50-50 though. It ain't 50-50. Like,
wait, you said Canelo?
No,
you said Canelo?
the only. Go ahead.
You said Canelo is saying Earl Spence?
Yeah, he said Earl Spence. Yeah.
All right, then that's all Earl Spence focus should be. That's like the top of the mountain.
Yeah, but Canelo also said that, but is at 68. But what I'm saying is, it gives a guy like Earl options.
Yeah, he got options now. So why if Terence Crawford's like, you ain't gonna never hear me say Earl Spence again, then Crawford is like, why? You're not the only option I have.
Exactly, and this is the thing. Crawford says, oh, I'm not going to say his name again. If the fight happens, it happens, whatever, right? But if Earl don't fight him, yeah, people going to be a little bit upset. But then he moves up to 54 and does it all over again. You know what I mean? And the people going to forget. He's still unified. 3 belt. And it's going to be hard not to give him the Ring magazine when he beats Ugas. How they not gonna get to him? He got 3 belts and unified 2 times. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, Ness.
Yo.
What do you think the split should be then on Spence and Crawford? What are you thinking?
Whatever makes Earl
the fight happen?
Not whatever make the fight happen, because if it's whatever make the fight happen, we wouldn't be worrying about splits. It's whatever make Earl and his team happy.
Yep.
They the ones in charge, man. They the ones in charge.
And obviously,
All right. So, but what do you think that is? What do you think that number is?
It's also the goal is also to make Crawford's team happy as well too, like both sides. But you know what I'm saying, the A side got to make sure he good. But yeah, go ahead, ask the question again.
No, I'm saying, yeah, whatever makes Spence happy and whatever makes Crawford happy. We know that, 60-30, 60-40 ain't gonna make Crawford happy. So Ness, what do you think would make both parties happy? What's the split that you got in your head?
I mean, I think that it don't matter what I think. I think
Exactly.
I think it.
Well, I just said 50-50 and you laughed me out of the room.
because we know Earl ain't giving him that, and he
He
don't
said
deserve
60, 40,
that.
70, 30 or whatever I give him. That's what he said.
He don't deserve that if he only got one belt. Is Ugas getting 50-50?
I mean, come on, don't compare Ugas and Crawford.
What, they
And
both
his
got
last
one
pay-per-view
belt.
number. Hold on, Ned.
They
Show us his
both
last
got one
pay-per-view
belt.
number. Hold on. What's his last pay-per-view number? Let's get to the last pay-per-view number.
Who's?
Yeah, Crawford, yeah.
150.
I thought it was 90.
There you go.
No, I'm guessing. I thought it was 90. And it's like, what's my man name? The tall dude.
I don't know. Look, the tall dude. That's
Yeah,
who.
tall dude that everybody said Danny. He took step aside money for Danny
Bruh, I don't know who you talking
Garcia. Tall dude, man. Come on, Francis, help me out, man.
Amir. He
Which
fought
tall
Amir.
dude?
He fought Amir, man.
Who did Crawford just fight
Amir Khan.
Asking?
before
Kell
Mankind?
Brook.
Kell Brook.
Nah, before Kell Brook.
Oh, Victor Postal?
Victor Postal.
Yeah, it was
That was a
though.
pay-per-view. That was payper-view.
Ain't that one? Wasn't that one the one that did like
pay-per-view
50 though?
actually, Kaz, you
I
right.
thought
That
it
was
did
his,
50.
that was his first pay-per-view, and it was 90,000.
I thought it was 50. You said no, my bad. Let me not say 50. I got in trouble last time I said that number.
Yeah.
90.
Postal.
I thought you were saying 150.
I thought you was talking about Amir Khan did 150.
Nah.
Oh shit, he froze.
Hey, yo,
up.
Ness.
Oh, you froze up on the screen, but you there? Okay.
He got to lean back.
You know what I'm saying?
Lean back.
Hey, yo, Ness.
Yeah.
What up?
You want to see that Fury Wilder rematch, right? The second fight, not the third, but the second.
Fury Wilder rematch.
I mean, what you mean? The second
You
one.
wanted to see that. You want to see that fight, and how that fight happened was 50-50. That's all I'm saying with Spence and Crawford.
But see, that's the difference, right? Wilder felt like, yo, you think I lost, right? The people think I lost. I want this fight so bad, I need to make it happen. Make sure it happens. Tell him 50-50. But remember, the first fight that was a draw was 60-40. So tell your man, come do this first fight, and then we talk about the next fight. You see what I'm saying? Y'all want the rules to change for your dude. It can't change.
No. Crawford's not my dude. I'm just saying to get the fight
Crawford
to happen
my dude.
is
Crawford
to
my
follow
dude. And Spence
is
my
to
dude.
follow the Fury Wilder blueprint.
All right, well,
50-50,
Fury Wilder was
winner
60-40.
60-40.
Nah, Wilder's first fight was 60-40, dog. That's notoriously known.
Yeah. But this is a huge fight, and I think for us to get it to happen is 50-50.
You gotta remember something. It doesn't have to happen the second time. It's by choice also, depending on who wins, right?
Yeah.
So
But I'm saying the egos are too big, man, with both of these parties. I mean, for this fight to happen, I think it's going to have to be 50-50. And I want the fight to happen. And I think that's the only way we can get it done. And to follow the blueprint of the Wilder Fury is say 50-50, winner gets 60-40.
But that's not the blueprint. You got to stop saying that because the blueprint
No,
was
the first fight. I'm excluding the first fight. That's what I'm saying.
But that's not fair. How could you say follow the blueprint except the first part of it?
Yo, fair. Yo, Ness, fair or not fair? I'm just saying what will have to happen to make the fight happen.
Yeah, but again,
I don't think it will happen either other way.
But again, fair or not fair, you're saying 50-50 is the only way that it happens. Why would Earl do that? So he busted his ass his entire career to be the unified champ and do 3 successful pay-per-views only to split the profits 50-50?
To make that fight happen, that's what it has to take. But if he wants to, I would rather see Spence move up.
Would you do it?
Me personally.
Would you do it?
Come on, man.
For legacy, I would do it.
You can't ask a construction worker for Maine if he do that, man. We're talking about millions of dollars.
Let me tell you something. That's a legacy fight.
You see how is that? We're talking millions of dollars. No, it's a decision.
Yeah, but Francis, that's a legacy fight. You know, it's one of those fights that should happen.
True that.
It must happen. Right?
All right, so check this out. You said it's a legacy fight. Is it not going in the history books that Errol Spence will have 3 belts if he beats Ugas?
Yeah, it'll go into history. Yeah, of course.
Is it not a possibility that he's also given the ring belt in the fight with Ugas if he beats Ugas, because now he's unifying twice?
Yep.
Right. Yes.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Does the history books devalue you?
Nah, but that's on paper. That's why we have that phrase on paper. On paper.
So my last statement is this: since the history books don't devaluate you, there's nowhere in the history book that's gonna say, "But he never fought Crawford."
Guess what though? A dude like Francis would say that. A dude like Nestor Gibbs would say that. A dude like CYP would say that. Come on, people will say he never fought Crawford.
But he'll still be a first ballot Hall of Famer, right?
Stephen A. Smith would say that.
Hey, Enrique, his name would still be Riddick Bowe. He would still be a former heavyweight champion of the world. He would still be known as one of the biggest punchers in the heavyweight division. And nobody would say nothing.
That's not true.
What they gonna say? Oh, he ain't fight, but he never fought Lennox Lewis.
Right.
Yeah, but that asterisk exists, is what I'm saying.
It don't exist in history books.
But guess what does exist? If he did fight him, guess what? What the Hall of Fame will be bigger. You know what I'm saying?
So let me
it
ask
would be
you.
bigger, and
so
everything else you dropped will be bigger.
So let me ask you something. So should Earl take 25% less?
I wasn't talking about the percentage. I was just saying that is a legacy fight.
Oh, because that
fight should happen.
But the issue with it happening is that one man who hasn't done the same as the other man wants 50-50.
And you're right, and I agree with you on that fight, on that point. But guess why Floyd is so big? He beat Manny Pacquiao.
Hold on. You can stack his 3 division, you know what I'm saying, numbers together from the 3 divisions.
Morehouse, call back
What's
in.
up?
Call back in so your picture defreezes because you froze in.
Yeah, you frozen, twisted lipped, and everything.
Go for it, Francis.
So I was saying that it's possible, like the numbers. Did he do any pay-per-views at 140? He did the pay-per-view post at 140, right?
Yeah.
He did only one.
Yeah.
Just Crawford.
Yeah.
All right. So all the 3 divisions that he has conquered, including 47, the numbers, do they compare to the 3 pay-per-views that Earl has done?
Nah, we know that, but that's what we're saying. We know that. Let me get to these super chats, but we know that his numbers don't compare to Earl's. That's why he's not on pay-per-view.
David Moore is back, ladies and gentlemen, and he's flexible.
We got Ken Stone that says Comey power is real. Had to fade that nest pick. Yo, you know I was picking with my Dominican flag
version.
On.
Yo, but see, that's
hold on. We got some more. Ja the Real says Charlo versus Castano. It will happen. Castano is no duck emoji. And then you got Boston Jarrett. Any thoughts on that? Y'all think it'll happen? You anybody think Castano won't take that fight?
Nah, he'll take that fight. He better take that fight.
All right.
Better not duck him, son.
No, that'll be his biggest payday by far. He's got to take that.
Bad. Boston Jarrett says, whatever network PBC lands on, we'll see the competition. UFC and Top Rank putting out top fights for a fraction of what PBC has been paying. Al will have to cut fighter pay or come out of pocket. Sure. They've been saying that since 2012. Actually, since Berto and Gary Russell on HBO, you know what I mean? Gary Russell with an 8-rounder. Ken Stone says Spence about to move up after Ugas and get Castano. Nah, because if he get Castano, then he gonna have to unify with Jamel, his stablemate, which won't happen. So I don't know. Yeah, that don't make sense. But we got one more from Ronald Finkley. Says, link, my dude. I have no clue what he means by that. I've been asking him what link. I'm lost, though. I'm lost here with the link. I felt like we had one from Brandon. What? Oh, there you go. Okay. Some more popped up at the refresh.
What up?
Brandon said, if Earl wants 70% of the revenue, tell his team to put up 70% of the money. If it's 50-50, joint promotion, why can't it be a down the middle split?
You know, Ness, I was going to ask you a question that is going to answer that through my question. You know, fighters, both, it's two people, right? They come together, they fight. So they determine who should get more of a popularity or
accolades,
accomplishments.
all that shit. Yeah, accomplishments, all that great shit. Everything you did.
Right. So I think that Terence Crawford does have accomplishments, just not the popularity that Errol Spence has. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence sold out, or during COVID, filled up the Dallas Arena and beat Danny Garcia.
Yes,
Errol Spence beat Mikey Garcia. Errol Spence had a car accident, and who else did he fight and beat before that?
He fought Sean Porter.
Sean Porter. So Terence Crawford is a hardcore boxing fan attraction. Like, we all know him, right? And I think that's where it ends. He also is a belt holder, and he also is promoted by Top Ranks or represented, because Top Rank doesn't promote.
His contract
they
up in
represent.
October, man. We ain't getting that fight. Thurman, Porter, Spence gonna fight Ugas. They gonna unify, and they gonna wait Crawford contract out. If he don't want to get out of that top brand contract, he never fighting Earl, man. Why? Let me ask you something.
Hold on, Spence trying to fight 3 times a year, though.
Yo, as a business owner, Enrique, put yourself in Al Heyman's position. Why would you split 50-50 with Bob when you could just wait and see if in October of this year, Crawford walks away?
Right, and then you fish for him.
Fish? What I got to fish for? We got the bait, right?
Yo,
we got the
fish?
bait. We got the bait.
Well,
we
bait.
got everything. We got the shiny water. Is all right here.
Well, he said he don't care, man.
Earl got 3 belts. It's all right here.
He don't care. He don't care. He might not even do that.
We don't even got a Bob Arum over here talking bad or good about you, because Al in the shadows.
You're right. I think Crawford is worth money. I just don't think against Spence, just based off of popularity and accomplishments, that he's worth the split of, if it was $100 million, I'm just throwing a number out there, that he deserved 50% of that.
Exactly, man. Look.
You know what I'm saying?
Yo, even the casual fan.
Yo, let me be clear. Hey, Ness, let me be clear. I don't think so either. I'm speaking in terms of making the fight happen. That's what I'm saying. I'm a fan. I want to see the fight happen, and I think that's the only way we see it happen.
I mean, I think that's why we don't need to speak of it, because it's like it ain't gonna happen. It's ridiculous, man. He's ridiculous for that. Like, you know, the same way we got mad at Floyd for saying, yo, 40 million flat to Pacquiao, like, bruh, you disrespecting him. He was doing $1 million every time out. And whoever felt like it was disrespect all them years ago, they was proven right when Pacquiao made 180 versus Floyd. So it's like,
right.
You know, you get what you worth, man. You get what you worth. But we got another one from Brandon. Nope. Ronald Finkley, who deleted his message, but it said, link, my dude. And then Christopher Lee says, I sat second row at Benavides Crawford for $375. I went to Cowboy Stadium for Mikey Earl, and then second row seats were $3K and up, which I then had to sit off the floor. The money Earl generates is different. This isn't hard. That's another thing. He made more money in ticket sales at his fight versus Danny Garcia than fucking Canelo did versus Smith. But Crawford wants 50% of that when his tickets don't even sell for a fraction of the cost, man. Like, or they do sell for a fraction of the cost. But anyway, man, look, it's crazy that, you know, having to like debate this shit. I can't believe people haven't gotten finances in boxing after Mayweather Pacquiao. I think that was like the biggest, most drawn out in the world story. It was out there for everyone to see and learn from. Like,
yeah.
You know, that was a fight that everybody wanted. Let me ask you a question, Morehouse. You new to the panel. Did we want Mayweather Pacquiao, or do we want Earl versus Crawford more? Which one did we want more?
At the time, we wanted Mayweather Pacquiao more.
All right, and guess what? History shows us that fight was not 50-50, no matter what. And it wasn't just because of belts. It just didn't matter. It wasn't 50-50, and he didn't get 50-50.
Yeah, and because Floyd's a businessman. But do we want to see Earl, Spence, and Crawford 5 years from now? Or do we want to see it now?
Hey, man, that might be when we had to see it, so they could generate the money, so that Crawford could make the money that makes him feel comfortable in not taking 50%. You get it?
Oh, he got to get the accomplishments under his belt.
Because right now, Crawford wants 50%, and the pot ain't big enough to give you 50 because you ain't bringing that type of numbers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And that's the thing, too. Like, fighters are like, yo, it's my pot first. I'm giving you the money. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean,
like,
it's,
you
it's
coming
Earl's
to my
show.
side.
It's Earl's show. Earl's the one, a consistent pay-per-view fighter, man.
Right. So that means it's his pot. And that's where I don't understand purse bid when it comes into effect. Like, when purse bid comes in at that point.
You got to remember something. You got to remember something, too. Being an Al Heyman fighter, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he's been advised to do the same kind of mold that Floyd did in terms of taking as much a part of the gate as possible in terms of the concessions when you had fans, you know what I'm saying? Different items around the whole arena, the whole event, just having different portions of it, getting a check off of it. Do you agree or disagree?
Do I agree that he's taking an Al Heyman right? Hell yeah. If Floyd ain't give Pac 50% and Al was Floyd's advisor then, and Earl, man, they know what it is, man. They know what it is. They know. We know what it is, man. We playing dumb. But I get it. We got to use our platforms because we don't, like Morehouse said, we don't want to wait 5 years. So with social media, we probably don't have to wait 5. How long has it been? When did Crawford move up to welterweight now? How many years has it been now?
I think a year.
A year and a half? Yeah.
Maybe a year and a half.
Let me double check his first fight at welterweight because ain't no denying that he been wanting smoke with everybody since he got there from out his mouth. Like, that's what he been saying. But he's been in a contract with Top Rank, so it makes it difficult. But he turned welterweight. He turned welterweight, in Dongo, Jeff Horn, 2018, June. So he got 2-3 years up there already.
Wow.
3 years.
Well, this the third year. This is going to be the third year. This is going to be the third year.
Yo, Ness, can I throw a question at you real quick?
Go ahead, dog. You on the panel.
Yeah. All right. If you Spence, right? You just came back from your car accident. You guys, the show in particular, the Boxing Voice with Border Wars, you know how hard the sport is. Do you want to go through training camp and then fight Ugas for $5 million, or do you want to do that same work and potentially get $20 million?
Well, because this is a hypothetical, I'll answer it like this. Only Spence knows how good
Yeah, I don't
He
know the
was.
numbers. I'm sorry. I'm just
No,
throwing
no, no.
numbers out
I'm
there.
not even talking numbers. I'm just talking about like in that fight with Danny, right? Like he did good enough to beat Danny and make it look easy, right? He beat him with a jab, right? But we don't know if he went back to the locker room and told Derek James like, damn, my timing was off. Yo, my foot hurt. My wrist was hurting. Or damn, I really couldn't land that right hand. My shoulder was hurt. So we don't know if they collectively are like, yo, we need another fight, and it happens to be for this belt. Let's take the Ugas fight because we still working back from that accident. We don't know. He just chose to be tough. I don't need no tune-up, but like, we don't know. We don't know what's going on behind them closed doors, and we don't know how he felt after that fight. We don't know if he was mad at himself, like, yo, I should have been able to stop him. I ain't stop him. You know what I mean? Maybe something wasn't 100%.
Yep.
You just opened a whole can of worms. And just like in a mental side, because I thought the same shit. I was like, yo, I wonder if Danny just didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, does Danny Hart there and was like that kind of easy, but not really that easy for Errol Spence? Same thing. Did Jackson Marinez take the fight thinking it was an opportunity, and it was like, boom, super easy for Comey? You know, those are the questions that came up with me with Comey and Jackson. Just bringing it back to that.
For Jackson,
is Romero really a good fighter?
For Jackson, I don't think they was expecting to get knocked out. I think they understood that there was an element of danger, and that came from the power. But being as though they had Robert Garcia in the corner, I think that Marinez felt we could outbox him. And, you know, yes, what you said, it's an opportunity, right? So for Marinez, he got to capitalize off the Rolly fight. He was able to get a bigger fight off the Rolly fight. So it was like a necessary opportunity, you know what I'm saying? And he'll get another opportunity off this knockout loss because he lost to Comey. That's how it is.
But against somebody like who would be interested?
I mean,
like the fans. How
possibly,
like when I heard Comey,
possibly the Rolly rematch. Possibly the Rolly rematch if he gets like one win. If they give him like one win and he goes back into the Rolly rematch. Rolly said they offered him the rematch, but he took the Comey fight.
Listen, Marinez right now will beat a lot of fighters at that division and at that weight right now. He got great skills. He got great skills. It's just that Comey is an experienced puncher, experienced fighter. Romero, clearly he got robbed in that fight. Like that type of level of fighter.
Jackson got robbed.
Pardon me?
You mean Jackson got robbed? You said
Marinez, Marino's got robbed. Even in that fight right there, you can tell that his skill level's there. So fighters on that level, he'll beat. In my opinion.
Yeah, Marina's got a good camp too. I mean, chilling in the RGBA. I mean, you got all that sparring.
Yeah,
you know, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
I can't believe he folded up like that with all that sparring. That's the crazy thing. But we got a super chat. Ronald Finkley says, "Link Ness, we bored." Still no clue what he means. But Ken Stone says, "Check out Kiko's scorecards and tell me Frampton ain't getting that W in 2 weeks." Laugh out loud. If Steve Gray is the ref judging the fix is in, Heron must KO. Yeah, he went.
Yeah, that was a joke.
He went over there too.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just saying the fight is happening over there.
Yeah, 2 judges had that Kiko fight. 118, 111, and then then the third judge had it 117, 112. Stupid.
Crazy.
And they all had it along the same lines, man, which is crazy.
Ness, did you watch that fight?
The Kiko Martinez, no.
Oh my God. Go back and judge it.
Whoa.
Even with the audio on, it's stupid. Even the audio had Kiko winning.
Yeah, man. I don't know if I'm gonna go back and watch Selfa Barrett, man. Especially
It was
off
a
of
decent fight, but
especially
yeah,
off
I
of
get what you're saying.
two bad performances. It's like, whoa. But we could go out to the callers though.
Let's make it happen, man.
If you want to call in, you know the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time, voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget to add Nesta Gibbs on Skype if you want to rock out.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Y'all don't forget to smash that thumbs up button, man. The subscribe button helps with the growth and the visibility. Let's go. Border Wars 10, March 13th. Let's hear what we got on the line.
Yo, it's like, what, 27 days away and shit? Crazy.
Sir.
Let me go to...
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Looking like we got Maldonado in New York City.
What he done to the boxing world to be number one in the junior weight division?
Carlo knows shit. Peter Fowler knows shit. The master knows shit. I know everything. I know everything but God.
Yo, what's going on, Boxing Voice family?
What up?
What's happening?
Yo, Ness, what's going on? Francis. Yo, Ness, I told you that Comey was gonna turn this guy's TV off. I've been told you that. Comey is a dangerous fighter. He got power, man. And Jackson Marinez got skills, very athletic, but history shows in boxing, Dominican fighters, when it comes to taking punishment, same thing's gonna happen to Elvis Rodriguez as soon as he fights somebody with a pulse too.
You hating big time.
Nah, listen, I want him to win. You know I like the Spanish fighters and everything, but the truth is, I don't know one Hall of Fame Dominican fighter, man. But besides that, Bob Arum he's messing up his own promotion company, man. You know, I don't know what's going on with him. Two of his best fighters, man, he's lowballing them. He don't want to pay those guys the money they deserve. He's gonna end up going down behind that. And that's for Manny Pacquiao, $40 million from Bob Arum. Yeah, right. That's not gonna happen. Maybe they should negotiate him down to $20 million. But $40 million is not gonna happen unless that fight goes to Dubai or something like that. They're gonna have to get one of those sheiks. And who's the new guy on the show?
Morehouse.
What up?
Yo, what's going on, man? You're doing a good job, man. Let me ask you a question. Are you a boxing historian?
I'm getting there. I started watching in '95.
All right. You do your research. That's all the show needs to have some more balance, man. You know what I mean? But what else is the topic tonight?
Pacquiao asking for $40 million to fight Crawford, and Crawford supposedly getting 10. And obviously all this weekend's fights, man. A lot of big fights happen. Good.
Is Manny Pacquiao still a free agent?
I mean, I guess he out here negotiating with Bob, asking for 40.
If Bob Arum could somehow get Terence Crawford the Manny Pacquiao fight, do you think Crawford's gonna stay and resign with Bob Arum if Bob Arum could pull that off for him?
I mean, I guess.
I mean, I got
Manny
a bad
Pacquiao is a
feeling that
one-fight deal kind of guy at this point.
I mean, the problem is if Crawford falls for that bait and hook again. Yo, we got the Pacquiao fight for you. Yeah, right.
Yo, but believe it or not, though, Manny Pacquiao, he should get paid more for this fight than he did for Thurman, because when he fought Thurman, even though Thurman was in his prime, there were people that were still thinking that Thurman was probably going to be finished in damaged goods. If you ask anybody with common sense about boxing, about Pacquiao and Crawford, they're going to tell you Crawford's he's going to turn his TV off, man. So that fight might be something that he might get some good money for it if Bob stops playing games, man. But if Bob coughs up that kind of money for Manny, who's no longer in his stable house, that come on, man. Teofimo's gonna look at that like that's crazy, man. The guy.
You know what?
But Teofimo ain't no pay-per-view star. Manny and Crawford would be a pay-per-view fight.
I think Crawford needs that Manny fight to get his demands for Earl Spence.
But if Crawford beats Manny, that's a 50-50 split, man. Right now,
Pacquiao
Crawford
ain't even got a belt, man. Get out of here.
It don't matter. That's Manny Pacquiao. What are you talking about?
Bro, coming off a 2-year layoff like Vladimir Klitschko. Get out of here.
Manny Pacquiao beat Keith Thurman, bro. Keith Thurman did
2
everything
years
that
ago.
Spence did
2 years ago, dog. 2 years ago. Don't forget that. 2 years ago. He been out the ring since then. That ain't the same. And my man's about to be 42 or 40 or already is 41. You tripping right now.
Either way, Spence does not deserve to be 70-30 over Crawford, bro. He got more belts, yes. But he's not that much more popular. This is not Canelo we talking about.
Bro, you sound crazy right now. You sound crazy. How you going to say he's not that much more popular? His last 3 fights been on pay-per-view and Crawford's has not. He's showing you who's more popular. How you going to say he's not that more popular, but he sold more tickets? His tickets.
No. His but look ticket, at the dance partners.
How you going to say he's not more popular? His ticket prices, his gate brought more money than Canelo. His gate brought more money than Canelo.
And his promoter said he lost a lot of money on him.
Come on, man. Get out of here.
But listen, but you gotta understand something.
His promoter said he lost a lot of money on him, though.
But look at the dance partners.
Bruh,
Crawford fought with
that ain't nobody problem. Listen to me.
Talk.
Nah, because that ain't nobody problem but the promoter. Al know what he doing and Bob don't. Look at the dance partner. Who the fuck put him in there with those people?
That's all Bob Arum had. That's his fault. I'm just saying.
And that's my point.
Been fighting Daniel Porter.
But that's my point. Ain't no if. Ain't no if. You can't say if because Earl did it. That's why Earl is making the money. That's why his tickets cost what they cost. That's why his fights are on pay-per-view. Ain't no if. Ain't no if. It's only what it is.
Yeah, but not 70-30, bro. Not 70-30, man. That's ridiculous, bro. Not 70-30. Even though...
Yo, let me tell you something.
Nash, you can't say 70-30.
Why is it ridiculous?
You can't say 70-30 on this fight.
Hold on. Why is it ridiculous for Crawford to take 30%, but it wasn't ridiculous for Floyd Pretty Boy Mayweather to take 30%? Why?
You can't compare Oscar. You can't compare Spence to what Oscar De La Hoya was. You kidding me?
Man, I could compare ambition. I ain't comparing Earl and Oscar. I'm comparing motherfucking Pretty Boy's ambition and hunger to show you that he's number one versus Crawford's, man. Don't give me that bullshit. Floyd Money Mayweather took 30%. 30%.
I know that. I'm the one that put you on to Roberto Duran taking that little bit against Sugar Ray Leonard. I understand that. And don't get me wrong. You gotta bite the bullet sometimes. But 70-30, man, is like I said, man, Crawford and Spence is not that much different popularity. If you ask the average person, Terence Crawford, they're gonna say Errol Spence. It's like they tied to each other. It's not like, come on, man, these are two fighters.
It's funny that people saying now, 70-30 is retarded, right? But I'm sure when Floyd took the 30, they say, it's because Oscar's Latino, he brings all the women. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck is the difference now? It's Earl selling out, man. It's Earl doing 14,000 with Ocampo.
Here's the difference, though.
That's it.
Here's the difference.
Ain't no
Crawford,
difference,
even
man.
though he's considered by many, not by me, but by many as pound for pound number one. I got Canelo number one. So this is not like Spence fighting Mikey.
So how come that doesn't put asses in the seat?
Why them pound for pounds ain't buying pay-per-views? Those pound for pound, that pound for pound list don't sell pay-per-views, man. That shit don't make no sense. Pound for pound.
That shit don't put asses in the seat.
The bottom line
he been on the list for how many years now? How many years he been on the list? Tell him sell some pay-per-views, man.
I don't know since he knocked out what's that dude's name he unified with.
Super chat. They want you to hear it. Hold up. Let me refresh. Intrigue the Incredible, pound for pound. Let me see. He says, That 40 million is a starting point, but Bob don't believe in Bud and not trying to match him with anyone he can lose to. His contract is up. He's like, I'm not gonna help boost his stock, then he leaves me. It's true. It's true. If you get him, the Pacquiao fight now, you got to re-sign him, and there's no guarantee that he re-signs. Maybe he does a 2 fight.
Yep.
But not no 3 fight.
But you know why that fight's not gonna happen?
Pacquiao in 1.
Yo, Bob Arum doesn't negotiate though. Like, remember when they offered Danny Garcia, whatever, I think it was $4 million, right? And then he turned around and give Khan $7 million.
They offered Danny 3, man. They offered Danny 3 flat.
Yeah, that's even worse. Look
flat,
at that.
non-pay-per-view.
Right.
Yo, let me let you go, David.
Right.
We got some other callers called in. We got Brandon in Cincinnati. Talk to us.
Hey, whole nother time zone. Jumped up from back with our mind on. Can't play when you here, get your life stole. If you bring it here, then the price grow. Folks jabbing and punching the line long. I drop a pigeon, let 9 go. We slap with the thick glass and white though. This only happens in Ohio.
Yo, Ness, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, let me hurry to get this call out the way. Get this Valentine's Day night popping. I see you lonely bastards are still on TVV. Sucks to be you guys. So now I'm just fucking with you. But man, that last caller was right, man. Stop comparing Floyd when he took the low ball money to what Errol is trying to do. Dude, Oscar was coming off a 1.4 million pay-per-view with Trinidad, dog. And you talking about a nigga that just did a quarter of a billion.
I told you already. I'm comparing ambition.
700,000.
I'm comparing
Can I talk?
ambition and hunger.
Can I talk?
Ambition and hunger. Floyd's ambition and hunger was greater than Crawford's.
I understand that,
Simple.
but goddamn, my ambition and hunger is getting me a fight with a nigga that just did 1.4.
Hey man,
Bud's
he went from pretty boy.
Is getting him a fight with a nigga that just did 250.
He went from pretty boy to money after that night. Just remember that. Remember that. He told you follow his green print. Remember that.
That's because he beat a nigga that did 1.4. If I beat a nigga that just did 250, I ain't gonna be money because I beat a nigga that did 250.
Man,
it'd be different if I was doing 1.4.
You sound silly, man. Was Triple G a dude that only did 170, or did he turn around and do 1.1 twice with Canelo?
Exactly. And it wasn't no 70-30 damn split. Wasn't like 55 and 45 or some shit.
It wasn't no 50-50. It wasn't 50-50. It wasn't 50-50. It wasn't 50-50 though, right?
55. I understand that. Like
I then. But y'all like to make shit up for certain divisions, and it don't work that way. No,
I'm just giving you facts.
You ain't giving me facts. You killing yourself. You killing yourself. You killing yourself. You killing yourself. You ain't giving me facts. You killing yourself.
Like I said, if I would understand your logic, if Errol was out here doing 1.4, man, Oscar did 700,000 with Pernell, dog. You gonna have to take a pay cut with a nigga doing them type of numbers.
Hey yo, if Earl not a star, why y'all begging for the fight? Kick fucking rocks then. Kick fucking rocks if he not a star. He not a star. Why you want to fight with him? He not a star. Get the fuck out of here. He not a star. Why you want to fight with him? You begging to fight. You begging to fight though. You begging to fight though. You begging to fight though.
People think he's the best. People think I'm the best.
You begging to fight. You begging to fight, but he not a star. You begging to fight. I hear you.
Yeah.
You not a star. You not a star. You only did 250. You ain't shit. You can't sell out. Oh, you ain't shit. So why you asking to fight me? Go fight Benavidez, man. That shit did great numbers on pay-per-view.
That's all you gotta do. Go fight Benavidez.
Yeah, sure it did, man. Like I said, man. Anyway, as far as Manny Pacquiao, dog, I would understand it if he was coming to the table with the belt still. I could kind of see the 40, but man, why would you give up the belt before you start demanding this type of money? At least with the belt, it's a unification. If I whoop your ass,
you ain't leaving Al's house with everything.
What you say?
You ain't leaving Al's house with everything. You owed us an Earl Spence fight. Oh, you want to go? You leaving that belt.
I understand. And dig it with a big old snow shovel, but yeah, man, I don't know if Bud Pride lets him. I wish they didn't tell Bud what Manny was getting, because I don't know if a man's pride gonna let me take 10 for whooping your ass and you retire with 40 somewhere on the beach in the Philippines or Tahiti somewhere, man. So if the fight get made, the fight get made. I personally want that Sean Porter scalp. Yeah, but I'm about to get my. I'm about to get my Valentine's started, man.
You know,
like I said,
yeah, you better get that started because y'all ain't getting that Porter fight, man. Y'all too cheap, man.
man, I'm too cheap, nothing. But man, like I said, stop comparing Earl to a nigga that did 1.4. Talking big fish. That's why.
Again, I'm comparing Floyd. I'm comparing Terence to Floyd, man. Is you hungry? Do you got ambition? Do you want to follow the green plant, man? Don't be mad that those words hurt. Those words hurt.
That's all it is.
A nigga do 250, he big fish, and UFC doing millions every other week.
Yo,
you talking about?
Hey yo, if you claim listen to me. You claim he's not big fish. How the fuck he doing 3 straight pay-per-views? Why your man ain't on pay-per-view 3 straight times?
How the fuck is he?
Why your man? Answer the question. Answer the question. Answer the question. My question is this. This is my question. You're saying he's not a big fish, but he's been on pay-per-view 3. You're saying he's not. Ain't nobody else in the welterweight division doing fucking pay-per-views. Pacquiao ain't fighting 2 years. Get your ass out of here, champ. He had an accident and did a pay-per-view coming back. What the fuck is you talking about? About to call you Terence because you want to be him. What is you talking about, Brandon? What is you talking about?
Years. You don't think when he came back it's gonna be pay-per-view, bro?
Yo, Champ, he ain't fought. Listen to me. He ain't fought in 2 years, and you calling the man saying he not a big fish, even though he had an accident, still came back and did a pay-per-view.
The big fish. The big fish. Pacquiao did 2 fights is more than Earl's best pay-per-views combined, bro. What are you talking about?
Listen to me. He the big fish because he outsold Canelo in ticket sales, man. He sold more. He had a higher gate than the real big fish. Not of just one division. He the big fish of the welterweight division. Canelo the big fish of boxing, and he sold a higher gate, man. You know how to read. You know you seen that article. Oh, now he moaning. We gotta get the JT, man. Go ahead and enjoy Valentine's, man. Go enjoy Valentine's, man.
Enjoy your Valentine's.
Yo, how you not the big fish? You outsold Canelo, man. When we gonna give dudes credit, man? Why we still in credit? Why we still in credit?
Boxing. We talking the cash cow boxing. You outsell and you gonna get no credit. That's crazy.
And then he laughing at 250. Meanwhile, his fighter never got to 250. Never got to. Did he get close to 250? No, he didn't even get close to 250. How the fuck you laughing? Oh, 250, you the big fish. Meanwhile, your dude can't even crack 200. You tripping, man. What is y'all doing out here, man? This why we don't get the fight, because you belittling somebody's achievements. You know what I'm saying? You trying to water them down so that your man's achievements match up. It don't match up, man. It don't match up.
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. That was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Yeah, I don't care. What are you gonna do about it? I'll tell you this, mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yo, what's up, yo? The topic I just hopped on this. We talking Pacquiao versus Bud.
Pacquiao asked Bob Arum for $40 million.
Well, we know that's not gonna happen. I mean,
and Bud gets $10 million.
What?
Yeah.
Man, Pacquiao just still got. I ain't gonna lie. Pacquiao still got his name. He don't got no more belts. So Pacquiao, I don't know. He trying to cash out because he know he gonna get his ass whooped against Bud Crawford. And then Bud get 10 million. That shit that's like that don't make no sense right there. Why Pacquiao should get paid more than Bud Crawford and he the champion? I know Pacquiao got the popular name, but that's not making sense. And I don't see Bud taking a fight like that and just getting 10 million and Pacquiao getting 40 million. That shit is ridiculous. So Pacquiao threw that out there knowing Bob Arum is not gonna bite on that. He definitely ain't gonna pay $40 million, and he's been complaining about Bud Crawford numbers and stuff like that. So that was just a throw out there. But that fight ain't gonna happen. He ain't getting that type of money. And Bud be stupid if he just take $10 million just to beat up on Pacquiao old ass.
Yo, but Bud never made $10 million.
It don't matter, Ness. But at the end of the day, when you the A, which he will be the A side in that fight, how you get $10 million off of $10 million off of Pacquiao name? We gotta look at all this.
How you the A side and my last pay per view did 600 and your last pay per view did 150?
All right, well let's look what we got. Oh, let's be real here. And if I was his management team, I'd tell him that he getting suckered. Yeah, he go beat Pacquiao last with 10 million. Pacquiao getting 40 million, knowing he go get his ass whooped.
And now you got the popularity. Now you got the scout.
That's you got popularity, but it's the money game. Just like you tell me all the time too, Ness. That's not making no sense. That's like buying a house.
Yeah, because now your pay go up. You beat Pacquiao, your pay grade go up.
Not offering no 10 million. Now if it was 20-20, let's split it 50-50. That's different.
What? Y'all be bugging with this 50-50. Pacquiao 8 division world champ. Man, you tripping, man.
Man, listen, Ness. He is up. Yeah, but guess what?
Y'all want to give Bud credit. They want to give Bud credit for unifying, but Pacquiao, though, he got to give up 50-50.
Hey, can I finish my call, sir? Can I finish my call? At the end of the day, Pacquiao don't even have a belt no more. So when they go back to the table with the Errol Spence fight, guess what's gonna happen? They still gonna have that A side, B side thing. So what is he bringing to the table if he beat Pacquiao? He beats Pacquiao and that's it.
He bringing that scout. Listen, there's no one in the world that isn't gonna talk about Terence Crawford beating Manny Pacquiao. And let me tell you, he might.
Man, that's casual fans. If we all know, and you know, Pacquiao gonna lose to Bud Crawford. Man, we all know that. Regular fans know that. Casual fans still actually think Pacquiao got a chance.
Thurman was gonna beat Pacquiao. I'm on record picking Thurman. What are you talking about?
Keith Thurman ain't no Bud Crawford though, Nelson. You know that.
You right. He the next Floyd.
All right. Okay. Keep talking that crazy. All right, man. That's my call.
All right. We got a super chat. Intrigue says I missed one, so I'm going back, way back in the time. I said that. I said this one, Intrigue, the one you said. I believe 40 million. Let me see if there's something else down here. I don't see nothing down here, but I'll read it again. I believe the 40 million was just a starting point in negotiations. Bob leaked the number like he did with Keith, so he can say Manny priced himself out and get him another cheap trash can to fight instead of Manny Pacquiao.
You read that, Nash.
Then we got Troy Kill Entertainment King says 40 million lets me know people don't want to fight. Okay, so that lets him know that people don't want to fight because he asked for 40. Mr. 704 says them damn Bud tenderonis. Shaking my head. And Intrigue the Incredible comes back and says, Ugas fighting Thurman. Al not stupid. Thurman versus Spence makes more money than Spence versus Ugas. I got another super chat you missed. I read it again just in case, champ. Let me see.
Which one is that?
I got another one from 704 that says, I agree with Intrigue. Hashtag snipe again. Man, the Bud tender's making me hungry. What else we got?
What else we got?
We got Info Joe in the building. I mean, Stick Talk Boxing up first. What up, Stick Talk?
Stick Talk.
Yo.
What's good?
Where you dealing with, Shaka? Ness, what's good, Ness?
Chilling.
Hey, man, I ain't gonna argue numbers. That's my thing. I ain't arguing numbers. But my man, I know you remember last week. You gotta give me my credit. I said you gonna call me Stick of Diamonds like they called you Nestor Diamonds. What did I say? Pacquiao Crawford. Even though it ain't final, Pacquiao had no choice after he got stripped trying that bullshit with Ryan Garcia and Conor McGregor. Once that fell through, his only option was take the short route, Terence Crawford, try to get that belt, and hit Errol Spence for a cash out. That's what's going on right now.
I mean, I can't call you Stick of Diamonds till the fight happens.
I got you, but I'm on par with it. And if it does happen, I like Crawford to beat the brakes off of Pacquiao. Pacquiao, he ain't got nothing for Crawford. Crawford's dog is completely different. These motherfuckers is German Shepherds. Fucking Crawford's a Cane Corso right now, you know. These motherfuckers ain't ready for Crawford. Even Spence, I think he dogs Spence too. But hey, I ain't gonna argue numbers. Y'all niggas have fun with that shit. That's my call. I'm listening.
Word.
All right.
We're going out to Info Joe. What did you know?
Mr. Info Joe.
This portion of the show we call In the
Mr.
Know,
Info Joe.
presented by my brother.
Yo, what up, TBV?
What up?
Joe, what up?
Hey, what's up, champs? Give me that crow, man, for Josh Warrington, man.
Oh, damn, I ain't even eat it for Warrington. I got it.
I ain't been hearing no crow around here.
No,
lately.
I did it today for the Comey. For the Comey, I did it because I picked Marinez.
Yo, Warrington should have made the same adjustment Adam Lopez did with Sanchez. He was trying to brawl, and he should have boxed. I like the adjustment Adam Lopez did, man. That's what you call a proper adjustment in the middle of the fight to change it around. Even though I thought he should have let his hands go a little bit more in the later rounds, though he could have. What else? I thought I was the only one that picked Comey. Shout out to who was that from New York? Maldonado?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. You know, you can call me Infodomus around here, man. Yeah, you gotta stop jumping on these hype jobs real too fast, man, until they prove themselves, Ness.
Nah, he Dominican. I was rhyme with
Yeah,
my
no,
people.
he ain't a hype job. I take that back. But I couldn't. I looked at it like I seen Comey more proven. You know what I'm saying? More battle tested. I haven't seen enough of Jackson. You know, but he ain't. You know, he's a good fighter though. I would have picked him too if I was you. But what else? As far as the topic with Crawford and Spence, hey man, it's no bigger fight than I want to see this year than that fight. We've been talking about this for the last 3 or 4 years, and I think Crawford should take the 60-40, man. And if he were to beat Spence, they would have a rematch, and then Spence would get the 40. But if it doesn't happen, man, we need to start a boxing fan GoFundMe, man, and make up the difference, man. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Oh, whatever we got to do, man. That's like the best fight that happened for us this year. If you're a hardcore boxing fan, you can't deny that. I wouldn't mind seeing the Pacquiao fight, but if Bob Air can come up with $40 million, he should slide that over for Spence and Crawford fight, if anything. But that's all I got, gentlemen. Peace and blessings, man.
All right, Joe.
What do you know?
Let me get a double dose of Crow. I picked Textura against Castano, and I also picked Warrington.
Intrigue the Incredible.
I said this bitch on fire hotter than a throwaway. I need my money now, no extra day. Your time's up, coons ready. Ain't no other way. It ain't no other way. That's all I got. I say what I mean, do what I say. I pray my chopper bullets don't spray. If you cross, you better look both ways.
What up?
What up?
Savage.
Hey, man, correct me if I'm wrong, man, but Spence, everybody saying he a big draw. He did more, whatever, his ticket sales better than Canelo. But you got to look at the numbers really close, you know what I mean? So, has Spence had a sellout fight that's big outside of Dallas?
Has he had a big sellout fight outside of Dallas? Nah.
Yeah.
Like,
what
you mean like sellout? What you mean like sellout?
Like, I'm just saying, like, is he a big draw?
No?
Does the numbers support that?
Didn't he fight at the Staples Center against Porter, California? No?
Yeah, and Porter. Was that a sellout?
Yeah, that was a sellout.
You sure about that?
Well, it seems like you got more information than me, so let me know.
I'm just saying because just from my understanding, it just seems like he's a big draw in his hometown, Dallas, which he got hella support, and that's cool. He's a big draw in his hometown, but for everybody to be like, oh yeah, he's this big pay-per-view draw, like I ain't seen him do numbers outside of Dallas. And then when y'all comparing the Canelo fight at the end of the year, right? When did Spence fight Porter? What month was that?
I mean, you did the research, obviously.
Nah, I did it, but I just know that the Canelo fight was at the end of the year, right?
What does it matter?
It does matter because COVID was stronger, hitting harder at the end of the year,
bruh.
So,
yeah, no. First of all, let me explain. Hold on. First of all, let me explain something. Nothing hit us harder than when we first got it, and Spence come on, man.
Ness. In the beginning, we didn't know. We didn't know. Folks was telling us not to wear no mask, wear a mask, don't wear a mask. That shit was all.
Listen to me. You tripping? You got to remember that we were on lockdown when we first started. There's no comparison.
I don't know.
You can't compare the beginning to where we at now. Like, and again, listen, Spence fought in September and Canelo fought like in November.
Yeah, see, that's the difference. But that's the difference. In September and November,
2 months? Man, get out.
Hell, you know how many people died from them 2 months from the other time, bro? You know how big that's. I'm telling you,
some
man.
sob story shit right now.
Hey, man, y'all got to look at the numbers. Spence ain't as big as a draw as y'all think he is, man. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. For real. I mean, and you even said it yourself. The man is a big draw in Dallas. Okay, good. They support him. His hometown support him. But let me see him do that shit in Vegas against Porter or Garcia. He's not that big of a draw, man. He's not. That's the facts.
I don't know how big of a draw he is in Dallas or Las Vegas, but UK, he filled that stadium up pretty good against Cal Brook, and the pay-per-view numbers were pretty good. And it's not all because of Spence. A lot of it is because of Brook, but Spence brought a lot to that fight. He did.
And the pay-per-view numbers didn't compare against. Wasn't nothing like the Manny Pacquiao Thurman numbers. They weren't nothing like the Manny Pacquiao Adrian Broner numbers. They weren't like that, man. I mean, we got to be honest.
Common denominator, Manny Pacquiao. Get out of here, man. You talking about one of the last living legends, man.
It don't matter.
It don't matter, man.
It do matter. It don't matter. It don't matter. Just like we said when Spence fought Mikey Garcia. We were saying Mikey Garcia was the big. It don't matter, though. It doesn't matter. That's all I want to say, man.
I don't agree with him. I don't agree with him at all, man. It matters. Hawk, talk to me.
Yo, y'all got me?
We got you.
Oh, all right, fellas. What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm listening. Ain't too much. Hey, how you doing there, bro? Ain't too much listening to y'all. The Spence thing. Spence didn't put in a lot of work for Crawford to even jump out there like that. He should take that 60-40. That would actually be a blessing. Yeah, I realized Spence went and took the title from Kell Brook, who was ultra popular at the time. He had just got out that fight with Gennady Golovkin. He lost, but it was still really a big deal when Spence went over there and did that. Then he come back and took that belt from last year from Sean Porter, who had been in that war with Keith Thurman. So that also blew him up. And not to mention, when you fight Spence, your promotion of your fights get put on National Football League sports every Sunday. And you get to fight at the Cowboy Stadium. These are all perks of fighting Spence. And, I mean, he's really put in the work to do all of what he's doing. I mean, I don't see what's his name? Terence Crawford got nothing, to put up. All you can say is that he's a good fighter, but he can, all of the accomplishments that Spence put out there it's worldwide and is world known. I mean, he didn't get as far as the numbers is concerned. Everybody talking about as far as where he fought at. If it's just in Dallas, well, Floyd Mayweather made his whole career just in Las Vegas. He fought all his fights right in Vegas. And he made millions fighting like this. So Spence could do the same thing right in Dallas, hold Dallas down, and become a damn billionaire right there in Dallas. So, you know, as far as Pacquiao go though, what's that boy that UFC fighter, when he lost, that threw all his plans out the window. So, but Bob Arum ain't got no track record for giving nobody $40 million. So I don't know what that conversation really won't go anywhere with that one. Bob Arum got no track record for that. So, but other than that, I'm down Spence, man. I think Spence is doing the right thing. He didn't get no belts given to him. He wouldn't took all his belts, so he did it the right way. But that's my call, bro. I'm out.
All right, champ. We're going out to Rod in North Carolina. What's going on?
Man, what's going on? I'm just trying to figure out. If I'm not mistaken, Crawford only has 2 pay-per-views in his career. Am I right?
Yes.
The Victor Postal and Khan.
Yes.
Both pay-per-views put together barely over 200,000, right?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm saying, what are we talking about when it comes to split? On top of that, you got a promoter that's shooting you in the foot. He going around telling people you losing me money. The promoter shooting you in the foot. You barely got 2 pay-per-views to your career that are worth something. It's no comparison. Take the 60-40 and show us that you coming into a new division and you want to take it over. Show us that. I don't care if you got to be on some Shannon Briggs, Bernard Hopkins shit where you jumping in the press conference. Do whatever you got to do to get this fight. You know what I'm saying? But don't blame it on Earl. He don't work his way up to the top and done what he needed to do. Don't blame it on him. That's my call.
Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call.
Thank you. Hey, Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter Intrigue. You want that boomerang? You there?
Hello?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, man, all I'm saying, man, go to your barbershop. When you go to your barbershop the next time, ask them, do they know who Errol Spence is? I guarantee they don't know who he is. And if they do know who he is, they're going to be like the boxer that got in the car accident. But they can't tell you shit else about the dude, bro. I'm just telling you, man. The man...
I live in Florida, and my barber don't know who Keith Thurman is, man.
That's Keith Thurman. None of them dudes is big like that. That's not my argument. That Keith Thurman bigger than I bet Keith Thurman. More people know Keith Thurman than Errol Spence. Errol Spence is more in the conversation right now. But when you talking about total popularity, more people know Keith Thurman. Manny Pacquiao got a whole goddamn country that posts videos on YouTube every day of what Manny Pacquiao did to Keith Thurman. Motherfucker, more people know him than Errol Spence. I mean, it's just a fact, man. The numbers don't lie. But sometimes when you look at the numbers, you got to look at why are they like this. You can't just take the numbers for what they are and be like, well, he did more ticket sales than Canelo. Look who he fighting. Compare who the two was fighting. Compare the time. Was it anything going on in the world? You got to look at all them things, man. You can't just throw out numbers and be like, see, he's a big draw. Man, that's all I want to say.
Champ. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. You know we your breakfast boxing show. Get you through your morning commute. 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 a.m. West Coast, 7 a.m. Mountain, 8 a.m. Central. Nest GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Follow us on all forms of social media at The Boxing Voice. Gentlemen, social media. Nothing?
Yeah. You can definitely catch me personally at the Next Up Sports Talk, NEXUP Sports Talk. Also at the weigh-in on YouTube, IG, the weigh-in box, and check me out. Also, don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and the subscribe button on your way out. It does help with the growth and the visibility. Border Wars 10 around the corner. 20-something days left. You know what I'm saying? Sign up to Patreon so you can get all access on all the content we got on Border Wars coming. Looking forward to it. Catch y'all tomorrow, y'all. Peace.
Morehouse, you ain't giving out that YouTube channel?
Yo, everybody check me out. Moore's House. It's a new channel, and it's all about boxing and sports. Mostly boxing, but we do it because we love it, and I want to give a shout out to the boxing boys. Just giving me a chance to come on here and talk boxing, what I love. So, Ness, Francis, I appreciate y'all. I hope you and yours are good, and I hope to see you soon. Holla at your boy, Moore's House.
Peace.
All right, peace.